Today we have two very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Standards. High standards. That's what sets teams apart. It's also what sets us apart at Pridemark Construction. We're not alone in holding our standards high. Ball State University is among those who do. That's why we're proud to sponsor the Ball State Athlete of the Week. High standards in everyday performance is everything in sport, as well as business. Join us in our pursuit of excellence. Join Pridemark Construction for your next building project and in our support of Ball State University's Athlete of the Week.
So just how big is the Mammoth Pizza at Mancino's? How about a big 24-inch round pizza loaded with all of your favorite toppings? Made to order just for you when you call 287-1300. The perfect size for the big game, the next game, or any event that demands not only the best, but the biggest pizza you can order. And Mancino's is ready anytime. Call, wait 10 to 15 minutes, then head to Mancino's for pickup. Man, is it good. When a large pizza isn't enough, you need at least one Mammoth from Mancino's.
Livestream Services Step-In Caregiver program supports caregivers the way fans support the Lady Cards. If you step in to provide help or assistance to a friend, family member, or loved one, you're a caregiver. Livestream Services can help with support, transitions, education, and planning as you step into caregiving. Livestream Step-In Caregiver programs are a comprehensive way to educate and support family caregivers, care partners, and people with care needs. Visit our website at livestreaminc.org for more information and resources, as well as upcoming events in your area.
Kroger always gives you savings and rewards on top of our lower-than-low prices. And when you download the Kroger app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. So you can always save big every day with our savings and rewards. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
We welcome you to Shebeck Stadium for Game 3 of the series between Ball State and Northern Illinois from Muncie, Indiana. It is a partly cloudy 56-degree day as the Cardinals look for a series sweep over the Huskies. 2 wins in the back pocket already from Friday and Saturday, and going for 3 straight in the series and a 13-2 Mid-American Conference record. Welcome into our broadcast here today on the Cardinals Gamebridge Audio Network. Griffin Leonard, Mick Tidrow on hand here from Shebeck Stadium. Griffin, really good start for Ball State in the series so far. 2 games, 2 wins, and they've done it with strong pitching either out of the bullpen or the starting rotation. They've kind of had a complement of both.
Yeah, Mick, the Cardinals win game number 25 yesterday on the season, and for the Cardinals, it's just been a really, really impressive performance dating back the last couple of weeks now, but particularly over the last couple of games, the Cardinals have been on a tear. Double digits in hits in both of those games. They're hitting the ball well. Pitching has looked pretty good as well, and the Cardinals searching for back-to-back Mid-American Conference sweep series. It would be their 3rd overall in the season, but after the Eastern Michigan sweep this last week, trying to do it again here at home against the Huskies.
8-3 win yesterday behind Jacob Hartlub's 7 strong innings of 2-run baseball. Yesterday was an offense that did plenty for Hartlub there, and a 7-5 win on Friday. Keegan Johnson started, but Owen Quinn came in 4 1/3 out of the bullpen, picks up the win in his longest appearance of his career. And then Garrett Harker with his 6th save on the season to slam the door shut on Friday. So 2 wins, 2 games, and 7-5, 8-3. It hasn't been like the offensive outburst that Ball State may be accustomed to seeing, but the pitching has been really good in clutch situations.
Well, it doesn't necessarily need to be, because I think what we're seeing here, Mick, is the team really starting to play as a cohesive unit, right? You have your pitchers. You're not necessarily relying on an 8-inning ace start. You know, you're not necessarily looking for solo home runs. You're not necessarily looking for crazy amounts of power. You're looking for hits strung together. You're looking for quality innings out of the bullpen. That's the ingredients to what eventually could be a team that plays for a long time come the postseason. The Cardinals are trying to continue to play together. We've seen that flourish and continue as the Mid-American Conference season has rolled on. And, I mean, you look at the standings, and it really showcases the talent that the Cardinals have on the field.
Yeah, 12-2 in the league right now, 25-11 overall. Both of those marks top in the conference with Kent State at 11-3. in the conference, and then Miami's 13-4, Bowling Green 12-5, and Eastern Michigan's right there at 9-8. They snapped a 5-game losing streak yesterday with a win to get back above 500 in league play. And then Central Michigan at 7-7, right there is the top 6 teams, all at least 500 or better. But the Cardinals trying to sweep today and pick up back-to-back weekend sweeps, and then also continue to hold serve in that first spot in the Mid-American Conference standings. We'll step aside, come back, and sit down with head coach Rich Maloney, talk about the first 2 games of the series, and then also break down today's pitching matchup for the Cardinals. I'm going with a different starting pitcher than they have on recent Sundays. So we'll talk about that with head coach Rich Maloney, and that's next on the Cardinals Gamebridge Audio Network.
So just how big is the Mammoth Pizza at Mancino's? How about a big 24-inch round pizza loaded with all of your favorite toppings? Made to order just for you when you call 287-1300. The perfect size for the big game, the next game, or any event that demands not only the best, but the biggest pizza you can order. And Mancino's is ready anytime. Call, wait 10 to 15 minutes, then head to Mancino's for pickup. Man, is it good. When a large pizza isn't enough, you need at least one Mammoth from Mancino's.
Game 3, Ball State, NIU here from Shebeck Stadium. Head coach Rich Maloney joining us on the pregame. Coach, appreciate your time. And, 2 games, 2 wins in this series, 2 games down. What have you seen from the squad so far in these first 2?
Well, our guys compete really well. And I think we've got some timely hits. We've got some pretty good pitching at certain times was spectacular. I mean, Owen Quinn in the first game was outstanding. Harker came in, did a nice job. And then Jacob Hartleb, to give us 7 innings is huge. So that was big. And it was nice seeing a young puppy get up there, Garza, get in there and continue to get his feet wet, because we think he has a chance to be really good someday. So we're pleased with that. But then, we continue to play pretty solid defense, which I'm proud of. And today's a new day, though. Here's the thing. We guarded our house. We won another series. But now we have a chance to sweep a team, and sweep's hard to do. I don't care what the records are. You can throw them out. To sweep somebody is a very difficult thing. And today we get another opportunity to possibly do that. And if you want to win a championship, you need to have sweeps throughout the season. You need to have some. And this is one of those days. So we'll hope the wind's blowing out today. Hopefully we can hit one more than they do.
You mentioned Garza. Comes in last 4 or 5 outings. He's pitched scoreless outings. You said he's got some pop. What have you seen from him the last couple of outings that has you excited about him out of the bullpen?
Well, he's really pounding the zone, and he's throwing 90, 91 consistently. We know he can throw 94. It's in there. I've seen it before, and I think as he gets more comfortable out there, he probably will. He's throwing a really nice slider. So he's throwing strikes, and he got a really good change too. So it's just a matter of, when you're young like that, is developing consistency. And so we're giving him little snips of just trying to develop him, and he's showing well, so he's going to get more opportunities, and this is nice. We're bringing him along just at a nice pace, and hopefully we can add his volume as the season goes on. He can really help us.
We've seen Blake Beavis play a ton of places in the field this year. What's it like to have his versatility, to be able to move the lineup the way you need to, move the defensive formation the way you need to?
Well, it's huge. It's huge because he's played left, he's played right, he's played first. And, he can also pitch. I haven't pitched him yet. If we have to, we would. But at the same token, it's very, very important. And it's really good. He's in the last 10 games or so, I think he hit about 350 or something. So getting him going, and hopefully today he can lift one of them or 2 of them in that wind, because he's been hitting a lot of line drives right now, which is good, and I'd take it because we need consistency. Yesterday he got a big hit for us, rocket over to shortstop's head, probably 100 miles an hour. I don't know what TrackMan said, but it was pretty significant. Anyway, he's a big player for us, and I think you'll see him hit some home runs here down the stretch.
Looking at the pitching situation today, you haven't had to use a ton of arms in the first 2 games of the series. How does that help put you in a good place today?
Well, it means we do have arms together. Now, we've been in this situation a couple times, and where it looked like on paper, man, this should be a good game for us. Well, and then it turns out it's not. So you can throw all those bets off the table. We're going to start John Chambers today. He's been doing really, really well out of the pen. Connor Hutchinson's been struggling a bit. And Connor's early in his growth. We've given him 7 starts, so we're getting his feet wet. He showed a couple really good outings, and then he struggled a bit. But we're going to bring him in relief. So what we're going to do is we're going to go with Chambers, and we're going to bring Hutch in. And maybe coming out of the pen, maybe that's better for him for now. But we see long range, he's going to be a really good one for us. And Chambers has done a really nice job. Now, Northern Illinois is a good hitting team, so we've held them down. Now you got the wind blowing out, and they got power. They actually got more home runs than we do. So, definitely concerned about that. So who can lift the ball the best in the wind could play a role. So regardless of whether we get off to a fast start or if we're behind, we just got to stay the course and find a way. I told the boys, just find a way to be 1 run better than them at the end of the day. And so that's our challenge today.
Appreciate you always, Rich. Thank you. Good luck today.
Thanks, brother.
Head coach Rich Maloney joining us in the pregame show before Ball State and NIU wrap up a 3-game series here from Muncie, Indiana. Let's take a look at today's starting lineups. First, starting off with the NIU Huskies. It's Charlie Parcell, the center fielder, in the number 1 spot. Logan Gregorio, left fielder, batting second. J.P. Gauthier hits third in right field with Will Couchman in the cleanup spot at second base. Gavin Baldwin hits first at fifth. And Ben Lloyd, the shortstop, in the number 6 hole, while Caden Kasobucky, the catcher, bats 7th. Andrew Smart, the DH, hitting 8th, and Cooper Cone, the third baseman, batting 9th. And for Ball State, it's Alex Richter, Dylan Grego, Nick Hasofsky, 1, 2, 3. Richter at second, Grego's at short, and Hasofsky's at first today, with Garrett Arnold, the catcher, batting 4th. Blake Beavis in the outfield today, right field. Corbin Griffin hitting 6th and left, while Ben Giovanetti gets the start at third. And Braden Hebner, the DH, in the 8th spot. Gavin Bayless hits 9th in center field. First pitch coming up next from Shebeck Stadium in Muncie.
Kroger always gives you savings and rewards on top of our lower-than-low prices. And when you download the Kroger app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. So you can always save big every day with our savings and rewards. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
Ball State fans, who needs batteries? Your locally owned Battery Masters have batteries for cars, boats, golf carts, cell phones, watches, key fobs, Pay-Per-Go toys for kids, and more. Bring your rechargeable batteries back to life for drills, shavers, dustbusters, and more. All Ball State fans receive a free battery checkup. Just mention Charlie Cardinal. Battery Masters is conveniently located on the corner of Walnut and Centennial, next to Mini Trista. Check us out online at batterymasters.com. Go Cards!
Whether you're getting ready for the big game or getting ready for the workday, you always want to start with confidence. Cintas has the essential products and services to help businesses provide a clean, safe environment for their employees and customers. With routine restocking of essential cleaning, hygiene, and safety supplies, on-site cleaning, professional uniform laundering, and testing and inspection of fire equipment and systems. Give everyone the confidence they need to start their day. Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
Standards. High standards. That's what sets teams apart. It's also what sets us apart at Pridemark Construction. We're not alone in holding our standards high. Ball State University is among those who do. That's why we're proud to sponsor the Ball State Athlete of the Week. High standards in everyday performance is everything in sport, as well as business. Join us in our pursuit of excellence. Join Pridemark Construction for your next building project and in our support of Ball State University's Athlete of the Week.
Back inside Shebeck Stadium is Ball State and NIU about ready for first pitch from Muncie, Indiana. Griffin Leonard, Mick Tidrow with you here today for Game 3 of the series. And John Chambers takes the mound for the Ball State Cardinals wearing the all-red uniforms today with the white Cardinals inscripted across the chest. NIU with the black tops, white pants on the road in Game 3. Set the table for you with John Chambers, a 3.86 earned run average, 10 appearances all to the bullpen. This is his first start of the season. 2 saves for him, 16 1/3 innings pitched, with 16 strikeouts, 4 walks. Coach Maloney's really excited to see what he has as a starter today.
Yeah, it's his first start, as you mentioned, Mick, but it's one that's absolutely deserved. Chambers has been so good for the Cardinals out of the bullpen. Hasn't had more than one game with more than one earned run since that season opener appearance for him back in February. He's been really good. 4 innings pitched with just 1 earned run on 3 hits. Last time out against Eastern Michigan and Ypsilanti. He's shown that he can go for longer stretches out of the pen, so why not give him a start?
And John Chambers goes up against Charlie Parcell, Logan Gregorio, and J.P. Gauthier to start things off. Final game of the 3-game series. Thanks for joining us here from Muncie, Indiana today. Ball State looks for the sweep. NIU trying to get a win before getting out of town. Here's John Chambers' first pitch. Fastball in the outside corner for strike 1, and we are underway from Muncie as Charlie Parcell, the left-handed batter, takes a first pitch strike. Righty John Chambers steals, and the 0-1 pitch bounced foul first base side. No balls, 2 strikes early on to Parcell, who was batting near the bottom of the order in game 1, jumps up to the leadoff spot in the last 2 games, and holds with a .256 average this year. Chambers rocks back and kicks the 0-2 pitch, down and away, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sophomore Parcell in the series so far, 3 for 7. He's had a good weekend in Muncie. 1-2 pitch here from Chambers. Floats down and away, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, he's had a good series, Mick. Not only did he have 2 hits in that first game on Friday, he had 3 runs batted in. He's been pretty good for these Huskies trying to get some runs on the board.
2-2 from Chambers, and Parcell knocks it up into the air left field. And shallow depth ranging in is the outs recorded by Blake Beavis for the first out of the game. So 1 down, top of the first, just underway, and it's Logan Gregorio, also a left-handed batter.
Number 35, Logan Gregorio.
Gregorio in his junior season batting .340, and he has been one of the most lethal bats in the entire Mid-American Conference. This series, 3 for 10 so far, has a couple of doubles. And a first pitch grounder towards second base. Fielded by Richter, the flip to Hosofsky at first base in time, and it's a 4-3 put out to retire Gregorio. It's now J.P. Gauthier to hit.
Right fielder.
First right-handed batter of the lineup to face Chambers today. 4 lefties in the lineup for the NIU Huskies. It's Parcell, Gregorio, Couchman, and Lloyd against the righty Chambers. First pitch, the at-bat. Fastball up and away, 1 ball, no strikes. No score, top of the first, just underway from Muncie in game 3. Chambers works quickly, flings home the 1-0 pitch, and it's down and out, 2-0.
Mick Gauthier isn't quite an everyday guy. This is only appearance number 30 for him on the season, but when he has been in, he's done great. He leads the team in OPS.
2 balls, no strikes. Here goes Chambers, and Gauthier waves and misses at the 81-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch. It's 2-1. He's become an everyday guy recently. Didn't start that way, but with Gauthier now hitting with that OPS over 1-1, you're right. There's a reason he's in the lineup every day as the 2-1 pitch misses in. 3 balls and 1 strike. Two down, nobody on base as Chambers rocks and delivers home the 3-1 pitch. Bounced right back up the middle and a 2-out single for J.P. Gauthier. That's his 3rd hit of the series.
This is a Northern Illinois team that struggled to get going early in this series, Mick. In both the first 2 games of the series, they didn't score until the 4th, until the second time around the order. They're trying to get some production early. They're putting balls in play. Of course, the first 2 outs recorded by Chambers, who wants to settle in quick.
And if you put the ball in the air today, there's a good chance things happen as the ball goes over the fence.
That flagpole's been all over the place.
It has. It's blowing out to left center field right now. 325 down the left field line and right field as well. See if those lines have any activity today as Will Couchman takes the ball down and inside 1-0. Couchman hitting .280 this season. 3 home runs, 13 runs batted in, and 2 for 8 in this series. Here's the 1-0 from the righty. Chambers to the lefty. Couchman inside. 2 balls, no strikes.
And Couchman's not your typical cleanup hitter, right? Not necessarily, at least on paper, the power that you would typically see in that 4-spot slugging percentage, not much over 400, but he's got a little bit of speed.
2-0, fastball runs low and in. 3-0 coming from Chambers. They've been toying with the lineup a little bit, NIU has, because the Gavin Baldwins of the world, JP Gauthier's have kind of slid into that 4 spot as well. Couchman has now been there a few times this year. There's a 3-0 off target, and it's 4 balls, 4-ball walk to Couchman. 4-pitch walk to Couchman. So Gauthier advances to second base with 2 down here at the top of the first and no score. Veteran Garrett Arnold, the catcher, goes out to talk with Chambers.
First baseman.
One thing that Chambers has done really well out of the bullpen this year is limiting the free pass. I know that's been something Coach Maloney has really stressed, trying to get strikes out of his relievers. But his last appearance, he did have 2 walks, the only appearance which he has had multiple walks this season.
Wave and a miss from Gavin Baldwin on the first pitch fastball, and it's 0-1. 2 down with runners at first and second. Second baseman Richter plays a couple of steps closer to the bag to keep an eye on the runner Gauthier. 0-1 pitch, and Baldwin waves through it. It's 0-2. Seems like a common theme here for Chambers' attack with some fastballs after the 4-pitch walk. Outfitters playing deep on a windy day from Muncie. 0-2 pitch as Chambers works from the stretch. Roxon fires. Fastball just off the outside corner. It's 1-2. Good spot to miss on an 0-2 pitch.
Yeah, I love that as an 0-2 pitch. You hit him with the outside fastball. The hitter's expecting a little bit of movement. You freeze him, and if you get the call, great. If not, well, it's still 1-2.
Chambers with a deep breath and a 1-2 pitch. This one a changeup that flies down and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs.
And after 2 quick outs, this inning's starting to run a little long for Chambers. This will be pitch number 20. He's going to want to get out of this one quickly.
Baldwin hitting .304, trying to do some damage this year. 2-2 pitch, and this fastball just lands outside, and it's a 3-ball, 2-strike count. As a groan from the Ball State faithful, Donald Smith, the home plate umpire, saying it's ball 3. Timothy Catton, our first base umpire, down the third baseline, Joshua McNally. Runners go, payoff pitch with 2 outs, and Chambers misses badly down in the left-handed batter's box, and it is another walk. Bases loaded for the Huskies in the top of the first, scoreless affair, but NIU trying for early offense. Like you said, it had taken them a while in both first 2 games to get some offense going.
And if they are able to put some runs up on the board here, you're going to go back to that 2-2 pitch. Of course, the 3-2 wasn't close, and you need it to be after you don't get the call, but certainly that 2-2 is going to resonate in the thoughts of some in attendance today.
There's Ben Lloyd, the lefty, with the bases loaded, and NIU's junior shortstop takes a first pitch ball high and away, 1-0. Lloyd has 2 home runs, 19 runs driven in this year, and a big spot early from Muncie. Chambers with the 1-0 pitch, and Lloyd whiffs on the changeup, 1-1. Defense playing at normal depth in the 2-out scenario with the bases loaded. 1-1 change is high, 2-1. Partly cloudy day, 57 degrees here in Game 3 of this series. Not bad after yesterday's 55 and sunny. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss from Lloyd. 2 balls, 2 strikes again for Chambers here with 2 outs. The bases loaded. Lloyd's 2 for 9 in this series without an RBI. Can change that here. 2-2 pitch, Lloyd. Nubs one to the third baseline, and it is foul. Stays 2-2. Chambers going to the changeup here in this at-bat quite a bit.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you? You got Lloyd, who took a big hack at that swing. He loves to pull the ball. You take a look at the right side of the infield. Second baseman out there is Alex Richter today. He's standing with his feet just inside that infield line.
2-2, Lloyd rips it to first, and a step to the right is Osofsky to cup it at the chest for the final out. Lloyd turned on it, but it is right to Osofsky, and the base is left loaded for NIU. Bottom of the first, Ball State's bats up for the first time on the Cardinals Gamebridge Audio Network.
Livestream Services Step-In Caregiver program supports caregivers the way fans support the Lady Cards. If you step in to provide help or assistance to a friend, family member, or loved one, you're a caregiver. Livestream Services can help with support, transitions, education, and planning as you step into caregiving. Livestream Step-In Caregiver programs are a comprehensive way to educate and support family caregivers, care partners, and people with care needs. Visit our website at livestreaminc.org for more information and resources, as well as upcoming events in your area.
Today we have two very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Behind every strong hip and knee. Behind every strong shoulder.
Good catch.
Behind every strong team is our highly skilled team of experts in orthopedics. IU Health is the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of Ball State Athletics, and we're here to keep you moving. From acute injuries to chronic pain and conditions, go where the athletes go. Walk-in appointments for new injuries are available Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. And you can always schedule a same-day or next-day appointment and wait from the comfort of your home. Visit iuhealth.org/MuncieOrtho to learn more.
Standards. High standards. That's what sets teams apart. It's also what sets us apart at Pridemark Construction. We're not alone in holding our standards high. Ball State University is among those who do. That's why we're proud to sponsor the Ball State Athlete of the Week. High standards in everyday performance is everything in sport, as well as business. Join us in our pursuit of excellence. Join Pridemark Construction for your next building project, and in our support of Ball State University's Athlete of the Week.
Ball State bats for the first time as we head to the bottom of the first inning. 0-0 score. NIU sends out Max Weissvilla, the starting left-handed pitcher today. 8 starts of the year with 1 complete game. Has thrown 37 and a third innings, 40 strikeouts with only 9 walks. And his first batter faces Alex Richter, who turns on a first pitch fastball, lines it toward right center. And J.P. Gauthier on the run makes the catch to retire Richter on 1 pitch. Defense behind Weissvilla today. We said Gauthier's in right, Parcell the center fielder with Gregorio in left. Cone, Lloyd, Couchman, Baldwin left to right in the infield, and Kasubaki, the battery mate of Max Weissvilla, who makes his 9th start. Brings up the switch hitting Dylan Grego from the right side against the lefty Weissvilla. Works from the stretch, third base side of the rubber. Grego shows bunt, pulls it back, and it's a strike, 0-1.
Richter setting the tone at that first pitch swing. The Cardinals are going to try to jump all over Weissvilla, who's had a rough go at it over the last few starts, but he has typically started this first inning strong.
0-1 pitch to Grego, laces one to right field, and it is a base knock for Dylan Grego. Grego just continues to hit the baseball well. His average now up over 380, and in this series, Griffin, he is 6 for 10.
Not a bad line, and that hit brings him up to what is now a 13-game hitting streak for Grego, who has just seen the ball like no one else on this roster. Opposite field power, just slashes it through the infield. It's good hitting.
Brings up Nick Kasovsky, right-handed hitter against the lefty Weissvilla. With 1 down in the home first inning, scoreless baseball. Grego's on at first, and the first pitch dives low and inside to Kasovsky, 1-0. Osofsky this year batting .293. Has started all 36 games for the Cardinals. Throw to first base. Grego's back safely. Grego is a stolen base threat, 9 of 13 on stolen attempts this year. Weissvilla, the 1-0 pitch. Low and in, 2-0. Garrett Arnold's on deck in the cleanup spot. Grego leads from first, healthy lead there. 2-ball, no strike count, and Hasofsky rips one to left center field, ranging back toward the fence, and this one climbs over. 2-run shot for Nick Hasofsky. 7th long ball of the season, and his team leading 35th and 36 runs driven in this year. And the wind's blowing out a little bit today. Coach Maloney said, hey, maybe we'll get a few to go in this one because the wind's been blowing in the first couple of games, and that one was a laser shot.
Yeah, that one didn't need much help, Mick. It was off the bat in a hurry. Umpires here are going to have a little bit of a conversation on the first base side of home plate. Traditionally, after a home run, there's really not much that's up for debate. But it's a relatively quick conference, and the umpires retreat to their positions. But off the bat there from Hasofsky, probably off the bat and out of the ballpark in 2 to 3 seconds. It was out in a hurry. His first home run since the Xavier series back on March 22nd.
So the lift gives Ball State a 2-0 advantage here in the home first inning with 1 down, and a big swing from Garrett Arnold comes up empty, and it's 0-1. Well, you mentioned the first inning from Vice Villa had been clean in his last couple of starts. Ball State jumped on him early with a first pitch swing from Richter. It was a line out. But then Grego, a sharp single as Arnold grounds the 0-1 pitch foul third base line. It snowballs 2 strikes. And now Hasofsky hits a home run. So 3 batters and 3 really hard hit baseballs.
3 really hard hit baseballs. It sort of reminds me, at least the beginning of what was ended up being his worst start of the season against Miami 4 starts ago.
0-2 pitch popped up first base side, and this one floats out of play over the dugout of NIU. Stays 0-2.
Vice Villa gave up a solo home run in the first batter he faced in that game, then retired the next 3 batters in succession, and then gave up an 8 spot in the second and got pulled going into the third. So hopefully trying to calm down for Vice Villa, and we'll see if he's able to do that.
0-2 fastball climbs upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. NIU hasn't had to go overboard with bullpen arms yet in the series as the 1-2 pitch curves in for a strike 3 call on Garrett Arnold. The second out for Vice Villa here at the bottom of the first. Ball State 2, NIU 0.
And that's an uncharacteristic strikeout for Garrett Arnold, who had only struck out 11 times this season. That number just well below anyone else in the top half of this order. But he goes down looking, and at least for Vice Villa, it's a welcome sight after the home run.
Right-handed hitting Beavis against the lefty Vice Villa, and Beavis demolishes one deep to left field. This one is out of here. Snaps a 10-game streak of no home runs for Blake Beavis, and Beavis goes the distance here on a deep home run. Coach Maloney said maybe he'll get one today, and he got one today in the first inning.
It's one of those where maybe for a second you hold your breath and make sure that one stays fair. Blake was fine. He was jogging down to first base. Just an absolute smoker off the bat of the left fielder.
Vice Villa kicks and deals first pitch to Corbin Griffin high and tight 1-0. So Beavis now tied for the team lead, 9 home runs with Alex Richter, who hit his 9th yesterday. Beavis with 32 runs driven in. 1-0 pitch, and it's popped up from Corbin Griffin, left field side. A tough play. 3 defenders converge in, and the left fielder is Gregorio, and he slides on his knees to make the catch. 2 home runs, a 2-run shot from Nick Hasofsky, a solo homer from Blake Beavis, and the Cardinals put up 3 runs in the bottom of the first to take a 3-0 lead on NIU on the Cardinals Gainbridge Audio Network.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special. American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
Ball State fans, who needs batteries? Your locally owned Battery Masters have batteries for cars, boats, golf carts, cell phones, watches, key fobs, pay-per-go toys for kids, and more. Bring your rechargeable batteries back to life for drills, shavers, dustbusters, and more. All Ball State fans receive a free battery checkup. Just mention Charlie Cardinal. Battery Masters is conveniently located on the corner of Walnut and Centennial, next to Mini Trista. Check us out online at batterymasters.com. Go Cards!
Standards. High standards. That's what sets teams apart. It's also what sets us apart at Pridemark Construction. We're not alone in holding our standards high. Ball State University is among those who do. That's why we're proud to sponsor the Ball State Athlete of the Week. High standards in everyday performance is everything in sport, as well as business. Join us in our pursuit of excellence. Join Pridemark Construction for your next building project and in our support of Ball State University's Athlete of the Week.
7-8-9 due up for NIU, trailing Ball State 3-0 here in the top of the second, and John Chambers plunks Caden Kasobaki on the first pitch. So NIU had the bases loaded in the top of the first inning, spoiled that. Chambers worked around it, and a first pitch hit by pitch gives NIU some traffic here in the second.
Yeah, both teams sent 6 hitters to the plate in the first inning. The results, though, very, very different. And NIU has the leadoff man on again, potentially an opportunity to retract what ended up being 3 runners left on in the first.
And John Chambers throws the first pitch strike to the right-handed hitter Andrew Smart, who's DHing today. Right-handed batter on the righty, Chambers. 0-1 pitch. Fastball, outside corner for a strike at the knees, 0-2. Second baseman Richter and shortstop Grego a couple of steps closer to the bag. Outfield does play a step or two deeper than normal with that wind pushing out hard to left field today. 0-2 pitch. Swung on, popped up, right field side out of play, and it stays 0-2. Smart this year batting .277, 31 appearances. All of those have been starts. And awaits the 0-2 pitch from Chambers from the stretch, and Smart bounces one foul behind home plate. Cooper Cone waits on deck. Chambers looks to the wristband, takes a long stare there, and then comes set. First base side of the rubber. Roxon fires the 0-2. Smart pounds one toward left field, and Beavis diving, cups it, and it's an out. Beavis makes the play on the run, and that's the first out in the top of the second. Hits a home run at the bottom of the first and then makes a spectacular play here in the top of the second for the first out.
Absolutely electric start to this ball game for Blake Beavis out there in left. As head coach Ryan Copeland's going to come out and talk, I think he is maintaining that potentially that ball did hit the ground very, very close out there in left for a line drive that frankly, Mick, didn't really look catchable. And Beavis got there in a hurry and made one heck of an effort to get his glove under it, at least as it was called.
Like you mentioned, head coach Copeland is wanting a review of this one. So as it stands, runner at first base is Caden Kasobaki after the hit by pitch. Smart lines out to Beavis in left field. And the umpire and crew is down the first base line taking a look at, well, having a conversation about it, and now they're going to go take a look at it.
The play is under further review.
Beavis is still out there acting like he made the catch without a problem.
I was going to say, if there's one person in this ballpark that knows whether or not it was a catch, it's going to be him.
Beavis joins his fellow outfielders Gavin Bayless and Corbin Griffin in center field, with the rest of the infield hanging out behind the pitcher's mound. I mean, if this is considered a hit, you put runners at first and second and nobody out in the top of the second where Ball State leads at 3-0. That kind of changes the complexion of this inning. completely because you have more traffic, a runner in scoring position, and I know it's early, but you put the tying run in the batter's box already.
Of course, and it's worth noting that the 9 spots coming up in Cooper Cone, who is on the wrong end of 225 now in the batting average department, but you get past Cone and you bring up a top part of the order that threatened Chambers the first time around. Of course, the second, they're going to feel a little more comfortable with the righty on the mound that they maybe didn't anticipate facing this early in the ball game. It's a pivotal decision here in the second.
It's the umpire crew of Donald Smith, Timothy Catton, and Joshua McNally. They're still looking at this, and the replay center is to the right of the NIU dugout, first baseline. John Chambers wants to stay loose, throwing a few pitches. This catcher, Garrett Arnold. And the infield throwing a ball around as well to stay hot. These uniforms are slick.
I love them.
All reds with the white Cardinals in script.
And the black numbers pop off even from the outfield. You can tell somewhat easily who's out there in what position. I know there's some times where you bring in too many colors and it gets difficult to identify, but these do the job.
They're still taking a look at this as we wait in the top of the second. Ball State 3-0 lead against Northern Illinois. On the line drive that was caught by Blake Beavis in left center field on the run. NIU challenges it to see if it was trapped, and it's a base knock. But as it stands, one down and a runner at first in Caden Kasobucky after being hit by a pitch. Pretty lengthy review.
Perhaps some verbal encouragement from the NIU dugout to try to hope for a reversal here, but here comes the call.
And they confirm the out. So challenge to no avail for Coach Copeland, and NIU stays one down and one runner on base, and Blake Beavis
number 4
throws out the hand-chirping celebration. You mentioned it, Cooper Cone now bats in the number 9 spot. And a .218 average, 0 for 2 this series. Started one game and had a pinch hit at bat yesterday. Takes a first pitch strike from Chambers on the outside edge, 0-1. Second baseman Richter shades toward the bag. And Chambers rocks and delivers home the 0-1 pitch. Fastball gets away from him, up and away, 1-1.
And you've got to wonder with a lengthy review like this how it disrupts the routine of not just the pitcher, but the hitter Cone, who perhaps would have assumed his at-bat would have been over by now.
There's a 1-1. Swing and a miss from Cone, 1-2. Chambers using that off-speed pitch early and often so far today. Slow throw over to first base. Back in time is Kasobucky. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on base. 3-0 Ball State here in the top of the second. Chambers fires in the 1-2 fastball. Freezes up Cone, and it's strike 3.
I absolutely love that pitch from John Chambers. The 1-1, he throws that curveball, it dives down low, gets the swing and a miss, so Cone perhaps just second-guessing himself, and by the time that outside fastball whizzes by, there's just nothing he can do.
Lefty batter Charlie Parcell hits with 2 outs, shows bunt, yanks it back, and it's a ball downstairs, 1-0. Parcell has a hit in 9 of his last 11 games and did hit a home run in the first game of the series. In this last 11-game stretch, 3 of his 4 homers on the year have been in that span, as the changeup inside corner for a strike. 1-1 from Chambers to Parcell. So needless to say, he's moved to the top of the order because he's hitting so well. And he has that pop in front of Gregorio and Gauthier. 1-1 pitch, roller foul first base side. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. 2 down in the top of the second. Ball State 3, NIU 0. Chambers checks on first, a pitch away from leaving another runner on base for the Huskies. 1-2 pitch lined in the net behind home, and it stays 1-2. Chambers works first base side of the rubber, deals the 1-2 pitch. Rip first base side just over the outstretched glove of Hisovsky. And this one rolls all the way to the 325 sign in the corner. Griffin picks it up. The throw from Richter to home, it's not in time, and it's an RBI triple off of the bat of Charlie Parcell. For Parcell, that's the first triple of the season and his 17th run batted in. Thought Griffin's throw had a chance to get him at the plate.
I thought it did too. It looked like it was going to be really close on the relay. Ball laced down the line in a hurry. Corbin Griffin got it in quickly, but the cutoff man in Richter had just a little bit of a bobble getting that ball toward home plate. Then the throw was low. It ate up the catcher Arnold a little bit, and the relay kind of dissolved into nothing.
Strong base running by both. Kasabaki to score, and then Parcell to get to third. To bring up Logan Gregorio, ground out in his first at-bat, and he grounds one to first base. Sosofsky takes it himself and records the final out. NIU strikes for 1 run, Ball State 3. NIU 1 as we head to the bottom of the second inning on the Cardinals Gamebridge Audio Network.
Livestream Services Step-In Caregiver program supports caregivers the way fans support the Lady Cards. If you step in to provide help or assistance to a friend, family member, or loved one, you're a caregiver. Livestream Services can help with support, transitions, education, and planning as you step into caregiving. Livestream Step-In Caregiver programs are a comprehensive way to educate and support family caregivers, care partners, and people with care needs. Visit our website at livestreaminc.org for more information and resources, as well as upcoming events in your area.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
Ball State's bats back to work, leading 3-1 in the home second inning. 7-8-9, Ben Giovanetti, Braden Hebner, and Gavin Bayless bat against Max Weissvilla. Weissvilla, the lefty starter, gave up 2 home runs in the bottom of the first, and now works against the bottom 3 of the order. Lefty Weissvilla rocks and fires first pitch to Ben Giovanetti. Hits the outside corner for a strike on the curve, 0-1.
Ben Giovanetti, I think the surprise start today for the Cardinals, but he's over there in the hot corner getting a chance to work.
0-1 pitch, foul tip into the glove of Kasabaki, and it snowballs 2 strikes to Giovanetti.
He's normally just a midweek guy. It's only his second game in the Mid-American Conference schedule that he's gotten to play in.
And his first start in MAC play. Had a pinch hit at bat against Western Michigan as the 0-2 pitch misses just inside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Last appearance against Bellarmine, had a run driven in on April 1st. Weissvilla deals home the 1-2 pitch, and Giovanetti grounds one to third base. Backing up his cone, throws across the diamond on a cup throw to Baldwin, and Baldwin snags it just in time. And we're seeing some excellent defense so far today from Shebeck Stadium.
I'll admit that I was a little bit surprised with how Gavin Baldwin went for that ball. Traditionally, you'll see the stretch, the scoop. He kind of collected it as if he was an infielder receiving a ground ball, and fell on top of it like he was recovering a fumble. It was unorthodox, but they got the out, and I'm sure it works.
A fumble recovery in your favor, I guess, is still okay. Takes a little extra work, but first pitch from the lefty, Weissvilla misses outside to Braden Hebner. DH batting 8th with a .421 average in his true freshman season. Slightly open right-handed stance, one down, bottom two, Ball State 3, NIU 1. As Hebner lines one on the 1-0 pitch, right back up the middle for a base knock. Hebner's young career sees 7 hits and now 16 at-bats, the average just below 500.
Well, in the freshman's, he only made his collegiate debut 12 days ago, and it's been such a welcome sight for the Cardinals. Exploded out of the gates with a triple as part of a 3-hit day against Bellarmine in his collegiate debut, and since then has been pretty good with his average up over 400.
Gavin Bayless bats in the 9th spot in center field today, as he has a closed righty stance against the lefty Vice Phillip. First pitch, rip foul, first base side out of play. It's 0-1. Coach Maloney said it on our pregame interview yesterday. With Hebner, he wants his bat in the lineup because they know even as a freshman he is ready to hit. And in the DH spot in this game, had 3 runs driven in game 1 of the series. Throw to first base from Vice Villa does not get Hebner in time. A lot of versatility in this Ball State lineup. You have Beavis, who's moved around to 3 different positions this year. 0-1 from Vice Villa, and a ground ball toward third base. Cone fields it, throws to second. The slide just not in time from Hebner, and the put out in place on a fielder's choice. There was no way that Cone had to play to first base with the speedy Bayless. Had to go to second and barely gets Hebner.
Yeah, it's a heads-up play from the third baseman. When you have a chopper that high, first of all, it completely takes away the opportunity for the double play. And then with the momentum taking him towards second base and the speed of Bayless at first, why not go for the lead runner?
Brings up Alex Richter, 0 for 1 with the line out in the very first pitch of his day. And he swings the first pitch again, pounds one towards second. Couchman dives, but it's off his glove and sprays to center field. Gavin Bayless with speed racing home from first. The throw from Parcell not in time, and Bayless scores. That's what you get when Gavin Bayless can run a 6.3 60, and he scores on a ball hit off the glove of the second baseman all the way from first.
As quick as that play unfolded, I wouldn't have been surprised to see if it was a 6'3", 270. The ball glances off the second baseman's glove, and from the moment that happens and it slowly rolls into center field, you know he's got a chance, right? And Rich Maloney at third base has been giving him the wave since he was halfway around second to third. They were all ready for it, and it was perfectly executed.
Here's Dylan Grego with 2 outs for Ball State in the home second. 3-run lead now. Vice Villa deals home high and inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Grego had a single and a run scored in the first inning. Why put the stop sign on with a guy like him and that kind of speed? Coach Maloney agrees. 1-0. Down the middle for a strike, 1-1. So Beavis, solo home run, a Hosofsky 2-run shot, and now the Richter base hit that scores Bayless from first. One pitch to Grego. Inside, 2-1. Well, Coach Maloney said that Bayless is the fastest guy he's ever coached. And they both proved it on that play. The confidence to send him, and Bayless with the legs to get home from first. Not often you see a ball hit off a second baseman's glove that rolls into center field and a guy score from first. 2-1, down and in 3-1.
And you're right, it just shows the confidence, for one, that Coach Maloney has in Gavin. And, of course, Rich has been around a long time, right? There's a lot of players to go on that quick list. And for Bayless to be up that high, I mean, just the pure speed is so impressive.
3-1 pitch. Vice Villa deals in the turf, and it's a 2-out walk drawn by Dylan Grego. Richter stands at second. Bottom of the second, 4-1 Ball State lead to bring up Nick Hosofsky, who had the 2-run homer in the first inning.
First baseman Nick Hosofsky.
Vice Villa flings it home, high and tight, 1-0. Already 5 base hits for Ball State. 4 runs to show for, 1 run and 2 hits for NIU. 1-0 pitch. Sosofsky grounds one slowly. Third baseline. Weissvilla picks it up but has no throw to first base. Sosofsky, the slow chopper. Infield single loads the bags for Ball State with the 2 outs on the board and a 4-1 lead.
And it's just unfortunate for Weissvilla. He's gotten a couple ground balls this inning, a couple of choppers that either you couldn't get the out or you couldn't pull the double play. The hard ground ball that got through the infield and the chaos that ensued. He's gotten contact that could and should have gotten him out of this inning by now. And it's unfortunate for him, up over 30 pitches now and the bases loaded, still in his second inning of work.
Garrett Allred whacks the first pitch, pops it up, third base side. Cohn fights off the sun, makes the head-high catch, and retires. Ball State in the home second. Bases left loaded, but Ball State does strike for another run off the RBI base hit from Alex Richter. And it's a 4-1 Cardinals lead through 2 innings on the Cardinals Gamebridge Audio Network.
Standards. High standards. That's what sets teams apart. It's also what sets us apart at Pridemark Construction. We're not alone in holding our standards high. Ball State University is among those who do. That's why we're proud to sponsor the Ball State Athlete of the Week. High standards in everyday performance is everything in sport, as well as business. Join us in our pursuit of excellence. Join Pridemark Construction for your next building project and in our support of Ball State University's Athlete of the Week.
The Hampton Inn of Muncie is the official partner of Ball State Athletics. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. The Hampton Inn is one of Muncie's finest hotels. Come enjoy our free breakfast, free Wi-Fi, and fresh Hampton beds waiting for you. Less than a mile away from Ball State campus. Don't forget to ask about our Ball State special. Search Hampton Inn of Muncie online at munciesuites.hamptonin.com. At munciesuites.hamptonin.com.
Kroger always gives you savings and rewards on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Kroger app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. So you can always save big every day with our savings and rewards. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
John Chambers takes the mound here at the top of the third for Ball State, and he has a 4-1 lead in his back pocket. One more run at the bottom of the second for Ball State after 3 in the first.
Right fielder J.P. Gauthier.
J.P. Gauthier leads things off for NIU in the 3 spot. Will Couchman and Gavin Baldwin follow Gauthier. You're on a partly cloudy Sunday afternoon from Muncie, Indiana. Chambers ready to go here in the third inning. First pitch. Fastball up and away, 1 ball, no strikes. Griffin Leonard, Mick Tidrow with you here from Shebeck Stadium. Game 3 of the series. Chambers from the windup, first base side of the rubber, stares into Arnold and into his windup. 1-0 high and inside, 2-0.
This is a really important inning for the Huskies here, Mick, after a couple of innings already around the order the first time where they've threatened, they've grabbed 1 run, and the Cardinals showing no signs of slowing down offensively.
2-0, changeup hits the corner outside knee high for a strike, 2-1. NIU left the bases loaded in the first inning. They did have the RBI triple from Parcell to get on the board. 2-1, bounces in behind Arnold, and it's 3-1. We'll see what the middle of this order can do for NIU. In Gauthier's case, as he awaits the 3-1 pitch here from Chambers, swings at the high fastball, right through it, 3-2.
And that was ball 4. Went after the 3-1 high fastball, and if he doesn't reach now, he'll be thinking about that 3-1 pitch.
Gauthier's 1 for 1 with a single. Payoff pitch, down and away, and it is a leadoff walk here at the top of the third for Gauthier. So for Chambers in this one, he walked 2 in the first inning, hit a batter in the second, and now walks the leadoff man in the third.
Will Couchman.
So the plan was to bring in Connor Hutchinson out of the bullpen, right behind Chambers. Hutchinson is now loosening up for the Cardinals. Middle infielders in double play depth against Will Couchman, who was one of those walks in the first inning. Lefty Couchman watches a first pitch changeup roll inside, 1 ball, no strikes.
You've got to wonder what kind of leash is on Chambers today. This is going to be pitch 50. Of course, he hasn't been bad by any means, but the control that we've seen from him hasn't necessarily been there.
1-0 inside pitch that Couchman turns off his own leg, and it's a foul ball at 1-1.
With that walk to Gauthier, now the 3, 4, 5 batters have each already walked here, all 3 of them reaching base, and it's a middle of the order for the Huskies that can be very, very lethal, and down 3, they're going to be looking for some big offense with nobody out.
Ball to strike, nobody out. Runner at first is Gauthier after the leadoff walk. Here in the top of the 3rd inning, 4-1 Ball State leads NIU in a 1-1 pitch grounded foul first base line, and Couchman's buried in a 1-2 count. Chambers from the stretch. First base side of the rubber, the 1-2 pitch. Fastball, and Couchman can't get up to it. It is a strike 3. Second punch out for Chambers today.
It's a big one. After you walk the leadoff man, you strike out the guy who is second on the Huskies roster in terms of strikeouts, and now you face the guy that leads the team. Gavin Baldwin's already struck out 38 times here in 2025.
Baldwin hits first pitch, misses from Chambers, low and outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Baldwin walked in his first plate appearance. Like you said, strike out 38 times entering today, 11 home runs, 36 runs batted in. Power is obviously there, but does strike out quite a bit. And the 1-0 pitch grounded toward Ball State's dugout, foul, 1-1. But for a guy who does strike out a lot, his average at 304. So he balances it all well.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys that it's either go big or go home. I wouldn't necessarily classify Baldwin into that category.
Has 35 hits, 11 of those are home runs, 5 doubles and a triple. 1-1 pitch, Baldwin sky high pop-up. Left field for Beavis. Racing over toward the left field line a little bit. And that is out number 2 on the chest high catch. 2 outs after the leadoff walk issued from Chambers. If you can get 3 full innings, or maybe even a 4th from Chambers, and then bring in Hutchinson, you're in a very good position in Ball State's case, because Hutchinson can go 5 innings out of the pen.
Absolutely, and he has that starting experience to go that longer way. Chambers has only gone past 3 innings once. It was the last time he was out there. We'll see how long he remains out today.
Chambers' first pitch to Ben Lloyd, the lefty shortstop. First pitch ball down and away, 1-0. Lloyd's 0 for 1, a line out to first base to end the first inning, and that left the bases loaded for NIU. 1-0 runs inside, 2-0. 4-1 Ball State leads, top of the 3rd inning, 2 outs and a 2-0 count on Ben Lloyd. Defense at normal depth for the 2-0 pitch to Lloyd, smacks one left field side toward Ball State's bullpen and out of play. 2-1. Chambers approaching 60 pitches. 2-1, off speed, wave and a miss from Lloyd. 2-2, that might have been Chambers' best pitch of the day.
And a big point there from Garrett Arnold, giving his pitcher some encouragement. It hasn't been quick and easy today for Chambers, but he's trying to get out of this 3rd inning.
1 at first, Gauthier, 2-2 pitch. Lloyd taps one foul to behind home, and it stays 2-2.
And that he went back to the same pitch, but he left it up a little bit, and on the inside corner, there was the opportunity for Lloyd to turn on it, but he couldn't get the barrel on the ball.
Chambers takes a deep breath. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Lloyd lines one left center field. It's a long run for Beavis, and he charges over, making the chest-high catch on the run. And that ends the top of the 3rd inning. Another runner left stranded for NIU. Ball State collects a 4-1 advantage
Ball
heading to the
State.
bottom of the third inning.
As we go
Here are the
bottom
Ball
three.
State Cardinals Game Bridge Audio Network.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
Ball State fans, who needs batteries? Your locally owned Battery Masters have batteries for cars, boats, golf carts, cell phones, watches, key fobs, pay-per-go toys for kids, and more. Bring your rechargeable batteries back to life for drills, shavers, dustbusters, and more. All Ball State fans receive a free battery checkup. Just mention Charlie Cardinal. Battery Masters is conveniently located on the corner of Walnut and Centennial, next to Mini Trista. Check us out online at batterymasters.com.
Whether you're getting ready for the big game or getting ready for the workday, you always want to start with confidence. Cintas has the essential products and services to help businesses provide a clean, safe environment for their employees and customers. With routine restocking of essential cleaning, hygiene, and safety supplies, on-site cleaning, professional uniform laundering, and testing and inspection of fire equipment and systems. Give everyone the confidence they need to start their day. Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
Standards. High standards. That's what sets teams apart. It's also what sets us apart at Pridemark Construction. We're not alone in holding our standards high. Ball State University is among those who do. That's why we're proud to sponsor the Ball State Athlete of the Week. High standards in everyday performance is everything in sport, as well as business. Join us in our pursuit of excellence. Join Pridemark Construction for your next building project and in our support of Ball State University's Athlete of the Week.
We head to the bottom of the third inning from Shebeck Stadium as Ball State leads NIU 4-1. And Blake Beavis into the right-handed batter's box for Ball State. Swings the first pitch he sees and pops one foul over top the press box. No balls and one strike. Beavis today 1 for 1, had a solo shot in the first inning. Griffin, he hit that ball 109 miles an hour off the bat.
Not too shabby.
The TrackMan system that Ball State Baseball installed this year, able to track that. And it's been a useful tool for everybody in the ballpark. As Vice Villa deals the 0-1 fastball off the glove of the catcher Casso Bucky, rolls to the backstop, and it's a ball and a strike. And it's cool for moments like that to see how hard that ball was hit, and Beavis got everything.
Well, and traditionally you see the longest and hardest home runs tend to go toward that power alley. He ripped it down the line and still hit it over 400 feet.
1-1 pitch from Vice Villa, upstairs in the fastball, 2-1 to Beavis. And that snapped a streak of 10 straight without a home run from Beavis. But Coach Maloney had said before the game, ironically, he's hitting .350 during this stretch, just doesn't have a home run. And he got one today. 2-1 pitch, swinging a hard grounder foul third baseline toward Ball State's bullpen. And it's 2-2.
Well, and Beavis started the season pretty slow. He was only hitting .219 at the start of March. But he had a 6-game hitting streak a couple of weeks ago. Ironically, it ended on an 0-for-7 day when they went 14 innings with Eastern Michigan and he couldn't manage a hit, but he's had a hit in every game since then as well.
Vice Villa from the third base side of the rubber sets at the belt, deals on the 2-2 pitch, and the fastball runs away from him. It's upstairs and 3 balls and 2 strikes to Beavis. And Beavis has one of the 2 home runs today. Nick Osofsky had a 2-run homer in the first inning as well to help a 3-run first inning. And Ball State added 1 more in the second. Vice Villa comes set. High leg kick, the payoff pitch to Beavis, cracked to the backstop, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes still.
Try to go backdoor on Beavis with that pitch to hit him with the payoff, but Beavis, who's struggled with the strikeouts, he has 4 in his last 3 games. It's been a problem for him all season. He does well to be disciplined and fight off that pitch at the last moment.
Long at bat to start off the home third. Vice Villa rocks and fires. Payoff pitch. Kicks off to heel the glove of Casso Bucky. Rolls down the first base side, and it is ball 4. Blake Beavis with a leadoff walk as the Cardinals look to add on to this 4-1 lead.
Right fielder Corbin Griffin.
Corbin Griffin now slides in the left-handed batter's box. He flied out in the first inning. .270 hitter this year. Griffin drew 2 walks yesterday in the start. Lefty on lefty matchup, takes a healthy cut and misses at the first pitch changeup from Weissvilla. No balls and a strike. Shortstop Lloyd plays up the middle. Second baseman Couchman deeper. And the outfield at normal depth. Here's the 0-1 to the lefty Griffin. Fastball flies outside and down. 1 ball, 1 strike. Third base side of the rubber as Weissvilla comes set. Checks on Beavis over at first. Rocks delivers the 1-1 pitch. Down in the turf on the changeup, 2-1. Weissvilla flings home the 2-1. Griffin tags one to center field. Parcell ranges over to the left center field gap and makes the chest-high catch of the run. And Griffin's retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the third, where Ball State leads at 4-1 over NIU.
That's now 2 flyouts for Corbin Griffin, who's seeing the ball well. He's hitting the ball well. It just hasn't found the turf yet. He's trying to take full advantage of the starts while he has them, and just nothing to show for it on the score sheet.
And we know Griffin can hit the ball and hit it well. His first month of the season had 4 home runs and 11 runs driven in. The righty Ben Giovanetti hits now against Weissvilla. Weissvilla's first pitch, high and inside of the fastball. Draws some oohs and ahs from the crowd. 1 ball, no strikes. Giovanetti 0 for 1 with a ground out to third base. Slightly open right-handed stance. Weissvilla, 1-0 pitch. Nabs the outside corner. Knee high for a strike, 1-1. Giovanetti, his third school in college, started at De Anza College, played 1 year there, and went to Skyline College. 1 season was first team all-conference. 1-1 pitch, and Giovanetti slaps one toward left, an outstretched glove of Lloyd misses it. It rolls in for a base knock, and Ben Giovanetti follows up the walk from Blake Beavis as a 1-out base runner. 2 on, bottom 3, Ball State up 4-1.
And for Ben, that's a welcome sight to see that ball roll through the infield. It's his first hit since the Cardinals hosted Butler on March 19th. He had a couple of hits in that ball game, but had been 0-4 in the last 4 games played since then. So Ben on base here with 1 away.
Coach Copeland taking the ball away from Max Weissvilla. His day is done on the hill for the Northern Illinois Huskies. Beavis at second base with a walk. Giovanetti at first with a 1-out single. And the Cardinals hold a 4-1 advantage here in the bottom of the third as they look for a series sweep and continue to hold in first place in the Mid-American Conference midway through conference play. We'll preview NIU's new pitcher when we come back on the Cardinals Gamebridge Audio Network.
So just how big is the Mammoth Pizza at Mancino's? How about a big 24-inch round pizza loaded with all of your favorite toppings? Made to order just for you when you call 287-1300. The perfect size for the big game, the next game, or any event that demands not only the best, but the biggest pizza you can order. And Mancino's is ready anytime. Call, wait 10 to 15 minutes, then head to Mancino's for pickup. Man, is it good. When a large pizza isn't enough, you need at least 1 Mammoth from Mancino's.
Kroger always gives you savings and rewards on top of our lower-than-low prices. And when you download the Kroger app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. So you can always save big every day with our savings and rewards. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Find out why people prefer to buy from Greg Hubler.
Don't let your spring travel start with a spring breakdown. Get fixed quick at Greg Hubler's Quick Lane. We service all makes and models. And when you buy 3 tires, you get 1 free. Plus free tire rotations for the life of the tires you purchase. Visit Greg Hubler's Quick Lane today. Your one-stop shop for all vehicles. At the corner of Nebo and McGalliard in Muncie.
NIU makes the pitching change here in the bottom of the third as Ball State with 2 runners on base, already controlling a 4-1 lead. And they turn to the right-handed Danny Saihaki, who has been a strikeout machine this year, Griffin. 32 strikeouts in 23 and 2/3 innings leads to a 5.32 earned run average.
And that's continued over his last couple of starts, really jumping off the page to me against a Purdue team that started the season really, really well. Of course, they've slowed down as of late in the Big Ten, but he had 4 strikeouts of just the 6 outs that he made in those 2 innings pitched in relief. He has been so good at keeping the ball out of play. I'm sure his defense is grateful.
So 2 innings against Ohio in his last appearance, 2 against Purdue. Those back-to-back 4 innings, has not given up an earned run, and only 1 earned run in his last 4 outings. That spans over 9 innings. So he faces the lefty, Ty Davis, who comes in to pinch hit for Braden Hebner. 6 home runs in the year for Davis, stands tall in the left-handed batter's box against the righty Saihaki, and the first pitch misses upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Beavis on at second after a leadoff walk. Ben Giovanetti at first with a single. Saihaki looks to second base a couple of times, rocks and fires the 1-0 pitch, curveball that bounces to the turf, 2-0 to Davis. Ty Davis this year, .269 batting average, and has appeared in 25 games. 6 of those have come off the bench. Third baseman Cone plays even with the bag. The shortstop Lloyd closer to second to keep an eye on Beavis. 2-0 pitch. Fastball just off the outer corner and down. 3-0 to Davis. So the day is done for Max Weissvilla. His official line today, 2 1/3 innings, 42 pitches with 4 earned runs. As Davis watches the pitch go down and outside, it's a walk to Davis, and the first batter faced by Saihaki reaches on the free pass.
And by the looks of things, we'll see if that line for Weissvilla ends up changing a little bit. Responsible for the runners on second and third, and now Bayless, who had a entertaining first time around the bases, will hit now with the bases loaded.
And 1 down here in the home third. Ball State trying to extend a 4-1 advantage. Righty on righty matchup. Saihaki flings in a first pitch fastball high and outside, 1-0. Corner infielders pulled in, even with the respective bags. And then up the middle, playing in double play depth. And the outfielders pushed back a step or 2 with that wind blowing out to left. Saihaki throws in a 1-0 fastball down the middle for a strike, 1-1.
And Bayless had squared to bunt there. The third baseman, Cooper Cone, got a really, really late break. Didn't look like a squeeze was actually on, just trying to give the pitcher, Saihaki, a different look.
There's a 1-1. Curveball breaks too far down and outside, and Kasobaki ducks down to his knees to block it from rolling to the backstop, and it's 2-1. Saihaki from the stretch, sets at the belt. Rips home the 2-1 fastball outside corner, hits the knees for a strike, 2-2. Bottom 3 bases loaded for Ball State. 4-1 advantage, 1 down and a 2-2 count. Saihaki sets, delivers the 2-2 pitch, and Bayless cracks one foul. Third base line out of play. Bayless has had a great series in terms of run scoring production. 4 runs batted in, entering today, added 1 more in the second inning. 5 of his 18 runs driven in this year have come in this series. 2-2 pitch. Hard ground ball to second base. Picked up by Couchman, throw to second for 1. Bayless reaches first base safely, and in to score from third is Beavis. The speed again for Bayless pays off, avoids the double play, and drives in his second run of the day. And extends Ball State's lead 5-1 here in the bottom of the third with now 2 outs.
Second fielder's choice of the day as well for Gavin Bayless. Now, he can beat out almost anything. I don't think that's one he would have if it was not for the bobble from Will Couchman at second base. It was that half second that he had to recollect the ball and flip it to second that allowed Bayless to get all the way down the line. It's the difference between the inning being over and now 1 run and perhaps more.
There's Alex Richter. First pitch fastball dives down and outside. 1 ball, no strikes to the lefty swinger. Richter's 1 for 2. Had a single and a run driven in the second inning. Open stance against the righty Saihaki. And Saihaki throws it over to first. Bayless back safely.
That's one thing we never really saw from Vice Villa. Normally lefties a little more dangerous, trying to pick off and keep runners at bay. I don't think we saw him throw over once with as many runners that were on.
1-0 from Saihaki, up and away, 2-0. And Saihaki has to keep Bayless in the back of his mind because Bayless is top 3 in the conference in stolen bags with 14. Two balls, no strikes. Saihaki checks on Bayless, deals home. Fastball inside corner, knee high for a strike, 2-1.
And you mentioned Bayless. Like that's been a trend since he got into college. Last year at Mott Community College, he had 33 stolen bases in that sophomore season. He's been impressive.
2-1, Bayless takes off, pitch in the inside corner, the throw well offline, and Bayless slides in safely. The shortstop Lloyd backing up Couchman, collects it before it goes to center field, and holding at third base is Giovanetti.
It was interesting there because obviously the throw got away from the catcher. It was wide right. Giovanetti dove back into third base without really looking at that throw. The second that the catcher popped up, he was back into third. With the ball almost going into center, I would have liked him to at least have an opportunity to score.
2-2 pitch to Richter, hard ground ball to second base. Couchman on a slide, picks it up and throws it to first to retire Richter. 2 left on for Ball State, but a run does come in to score on the RBI fielder's choice from Gavin Bayless. 3 innings through, Ball State 5, NIU 1 as the Cardinals look for a series sweep and to continue holding first place in the Mid-American Conference. Top of the 4th, up next, the Cardinals Gamebridge Audio Network.
So just how big is the Mammoth Pizza at Mancino's? How about a big 24-inch round pizza loaded with all of your favorite toppings? Made to order just for you when you call 287-1300. The perfect size for the big game, the next game, or any event that demands not only the best, but the biggest pizza you can order. And Mancino's is ready anytime. Call, wait 10 to 15 minutes, then head to Mancino's for pickup. Man, is it good. When a large pizza isn't enough, you need at least one Mammoth from Mancino's.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
Ball State fans, who needs batteries? Your locally owned Battery Masters have batteries for cars, boats, golf carts, cell phones, watches, key fobs, pay-per-go toys for kids, and more. Bring your rechargeable batteries back to life for drills, shavers, dustbusters, and more. All Ball State fans receive a free battery checkup. Just mention Charlie Cardinal. Battery Masters is conveniently located on the corner of Walnut and Centennial, next to Mini Trista. Check us out online at batterymasters.com. Go Cards!
Standards. High standards. That's what sets teams apart. It's also what sets us apart at Pridemark Construction. We're not alone in holding our standards high. Ball State University is among those who do. That's why we're proud to sponsor the Ball State Athlete of the Week. High standards in everyday performance is everything in sport, as well as business. Join us in our pursuit of excellence. Join Pridemark Construction for your next building project and in our support of Ball State University's Athlete of the Week.
Go to the top of the 4th inning, Ball State 5-1 lead over Northern Illinois. And just as Ball State changes pitchers, we hand it off to Griffin Leonard for the play-by-play.
Thank you very much, Mick. 4th inning here, 5-1 the Cardinals lead. The Northern Illinois Huskies looking for the sweep. The day is done for John Chambers. 61 pitches, 3 innings, a few walks, but he did well enough to just limit the Huskies to the 1 run. So it's Connor Hutchinson, the righty, to take over for the Cardinals. Faces 7-8-9, and the first pitch is swung on and missed by Caden Kasobaki, who stands in for the second time, hit by a pitch his first time, Mick.
Yeah, Kasobaki shows patience and not afraid to take pitches when he needs to.
0-1 pitch flies in, a slider that hits the outside corner. Ahead 0-2 goes Hutchinson, who I think we anticipated starting this game. Rich Maloney making the move to bring him out of the bullpen, a different look, trying to maybe catch Northern Illinois off guard with the game plan. He comes home with the 0-2 and misses low.
And I like bringing him out of the pen. Giving up 3 runs at Eastern Michigan in 2 innings, 5 against Akron and 4 against Xavier in his last 3 appearances. So bring him out of the bullpen, give him some confidence.
1-2 pitch coming from the righty. Floats down just off the outside corner for a ball. Didn't miss by much, and the count is even at 2-2. Kasabaki, the catcher, hitting in the 7 spot. He's followed up by Andrew Smart, who stands in the on-deck circle. 2-2, and the pitch tails way outside, blocked by Garrett Arnold, and the count is full. Lots of space up the middle right now. Dylan Grego, the shortstop, playing a couple feet into left field. The 3-2 pitch fouled off over the screen and up over our heads as the count stays full.
Did you bring a glove today?
I didn't. I should have.
Mine's in the car, so I should have brought it up to the booth. That was close.
The window's open, so maybe a barehanded opportunity. 3-2 to the first batter of the 4th. Sits down just on top of the zone, and it's called ball 4 by home plate umpire Donald Smith. It's a leadoff walk for Kasabaki, who's come to the plate now twice, still yet to register an at-bat, but he's reached twice, and Andrew Smart will bat with a man on first. Smith, the 277 mark on the season, 0 for 1 today. First pitch outside. That wind still howling out toward left field. Flagpole bending to the left, getting its work in today. 1-0 on the outside corner for a called strike. Even goes Hutchinson, who comes into today with an ERA up over 7. Coming out of the pen after a couple of tougher outings as of late. 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed by Smart. It was on the top part of the zone, and Andrew couldn't catch up.
I like that pitch from Hutchinson. Attack with 1-1 count. Make sure you get something in the zone that is competitive. Great pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody away with the man on first. The righty kicks up and fires home, and it misses up and in. You mentioned it earlier, Mick. The Cardinals hoping for maybe a few extra innings out of Hutchinson. Of course, 6 left to be designated to pitchers here, but Hutchinson hasn't gone a complete 5 since the Toledo game on the 16th of March as that line drive up the middle, snared by the second baseman, Richter, who threw it past the first baseman, running to second, sliding in off the bag and tagged out was the runner Kasabaki. Not at all the game plan for the Cardinals, but they turned the double play. A lot to break down.
Unconventional, but what a job from Richter to get to that ball in the first place. But that is a throw that he tried to make going across his body to first base and just got away from him a little bit, but it ends up working out well because of the, sliding on that turf. You're going an extra couple of feet, and Kasabaki just couldn't collect.
So 2 away, and the bases are cleared for Cooper Cone, who struck out looking his first time. He takes the ball upstairs for ball 1. But perhaps a throw that shouldn't have been made by Alex Richter, trying to double up the runner at first, sails toward the NIU dugout, and it works out in the Cardinals' favor. Count moves to 2-0 with the fastball low to Cone.
Yeah, so never dispute something if it works, right? Even if it is unconventional.
They'll take it. Two balls, no strikes, turns to 3-0 as that pitch skipped in the dirt on the way to Garrett Arnold. So a quick 3-0 pitch to for Connor Hutchinson, who perhaps himself is still trying to figure out what just happened. 3-0. Fastball at the knees, a called strike. Just 2 hits for Northern Illinois through 3 innings on the starting pitcher Chambers. The setting going quickly for NIU. 3-1, ground ball right side. Richter fields it cleanly, takes 2 shuffles, and throws on to first. And the side is retired in 3 batters. 5-1 Cardinals lead, and they take their 4-run lead to the bats here in the bottom of the fourth. This is Ball State Baseball, the Gainbridge Audio Network.
So just how big is the Mammoth Pizza at Mancino's? How about a big 24-inch round pizza loaded with all of your favorite toppings? Made to order just for you when you call 287-1300. The perfect size for the big game, the next game, or any event that demands not only the best, but the biggest pizza you can order. And Mancino's is ready anytime. Call, wait 10 to 15 minutes, then head to Mancino's for pickup. Man, is it good. When a large pizza isn't enough, you need at least one Mammoth from Mancino's.
Livestream Services Step-In Caregiver program supports caregivers the way fans support the Lady Cards. If you step in to provide help or assistance to a friend, family member, or loved one, you're a caregiver. Livestream Services can help with support, transitions, education, and planning as you step into caregiving. Livestream Step-In Caregiver programs are a comprehensive way to educate and support family caregivers, care partners, and people with care needs. Visit our website at livestreaminc.org for more information and resources, as well as upcoming events in your area.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
Bottom of inning number 4 here at Shebeck Stadium in Muncie, Indiana. Cards 5, Northern Illinois 1. Griffin Leonard here with Mick Tidrow for the final game of this 3-game set. Cardinals going for the sweep, and they bring the 2-3-4 bats up to the plate here in the 4th. As Danny Saihaki goes back out for inning number 2 of work. He kicks and fires the first pitch out of the windup and delivers the first pitch strike to Dylan Grego. Grego and Hasofsky, the first 2 batters to come up here in the bottom half of the 4th. And they've both reached base in their first 2 times to the plate. 0-1. Another fastball on the inside part of the plate called a strike, and the count quickly 0-2.
Good pitches here from Saihaki. Don't want to leave anything in the heart of the zone because Dylan Grego destroys pitches that are anywhere near the zone, and usually on inside pitches he does as well, but you got to go inside at some point.
0-2. Grego thought about it. The offering down to third said no by Joshua McNally down at the third base umpire position, and the count 1-2 as it skipped away from the catcher.
Yeah, threw 2 strikes to the inside corner, then moved a little bit more inside to see if Grego would chase to fight it off or stay alive, and couldn't get the check swing to go.
Grego singled in the first and scored on the Hasofsky home run, and he's also walked. 1-2. Tipped just enough of the ball to get it to squirt out of the glove of Caden Kasabaki. And he stays alive as the leadoff man here in the bottom of the 4th. He didn't stay alive by much. 1-2. Ripped right side of the infield through the gap between Couchman and Baldwin. And it's a leadoff base hit for Dylan Grego, who laces his second single of the game. And for Grego, it's his 20th multi-hit game of the year. Make that all 3 games of this series. It's been one heck of a weekend for the shortstop.
He's clicking. We know Dylan Grego has a great bat, but he's proven that today to the Huskies and really all series.
Leadoff man on for the Cardinals, and for Nick Kasofsky, who homered earlier on in the ball game, a check on first base as Grego's in ahead of the throw. You mentioned the Beavis bomb earlier, Mick. Hasofsky's wasn't too far behind. 105 off the bat, sneaking in over the wall and under the scoreboard in left center as the off-speed dives down low of the zone, 1-0 to the first baseman today. Infield shifted a little bit to the left, particularly Couchman at second base, and they throw over to first again. Will Couchman may be closer to the second base bag than our base umpire, Joshua McNally, who stands in the B position. 1-0. Stretch delivery, poke to right center field. That's in the gap. Turning around second, heading to third is Grego. He'll get the wave around home. Throw comes in from the center fielder, Parcell. And the run scored by Grego standing up. It's an RBI double for Nick Hasofsky, who's 3 for 3 with all the legs of the cycle except the triple.
Yeah, this is a great day for Hasofsky, right, Griffin? This is a perfect beginning for him. The home run, the single, now the RBI double here. And he's doing it against a pitcher that is really strong in the strikeout department in Cy Hockey and not wasting any time to get a pitch he likes. And this is only the 4th inning, so Hasofsky's going to have a couple of chances at the cycle possibly.
Cardinals continue to put up runs in every single inning. Here's Garrett Arnold, who watches that first pitch curveball that looked like it may have slipped out of the hand of Danny Cy Hockey upstairs for ball 1. Arnold's arguably really the only player in the lineup today that's struggled completely on this NIU pitching. Struck out looking in the first as that pitch misses for ball 2. And he popped up sky high to the left side of the infield in his second at bat. Looking for a hit here with a man in scoring position. 2-0, and the pitch high and outside. Quickly 3-0 to the cleanup hitter.
They're talking Hasofsky with the triple shy of the cycle. Grego was a triple shy yesterday. So you have back-to-back days where you have a chance.
A look over at second, and now coming home is Cy Hockey. Hits the zone with the 3-0. A get-me-over pitch brings it to 3-1. Blake Beavis awaiting on deck. You'd love to avoid putting another man on with Beavis awaiting. Ball at the belt, and now the 3-1 comes home, and it dips down and cuts into the outside part of the zone, bringing the count to full. Already for Cy Hockey, up to 27 pitches, just the 6th batter he's facing today. Here's the 3-2 payoff. It's poked right field, up over the head of Couchman and into center. Around third goes Hasofsky. Throw comes into second as Arnold slides in ahead of the throw, which bounces all the way to third base. Garrett Arnold opens up his account with an RBI double. It's back-to-back RBI doubles for the Cards, who take a 2-run fourth into a 7-1 lead. And Arnold makes way for Beavis.
Love this piece of hitting from Garrett Arnold. Looking for his first hit of the day. Long at bat, good count, and just serves one into right center field. I love the way that Arnold approaches his swings because he's always just very smooth and consistent. Doesn't try to do too much in any given situation. So excellent work there from Arnold to get on the board.
Well, and it's so easy to see that off speed and try to gut all over it, pull it to the left side. He sits on it and just pokes it up over the second baseman. And now Blake Beavis in the right-handed batter's box takes a ball outside. Not particularly close from Danny Cy Hockey, who, at least to start this inning, has given up 3 base hits consecutively. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th. 1-0 from the right-hander. It's a fastball off the outside of the plate, once again. 2-0 the count. Cards up to 10 hits already in 3+ innings, and a long way to go in this ball game. The offense has continued to hang around this weekend in Muncie. 2-0 to Beavis. Went after it, says the home plate umpire. Throw goes down to third, gets away from Cone. Arnold thought about going home as Cooper Cone races to catch up to the ball rolling toward the Ball State bullpen. Arnold will stay put at third, and Northern Illinois gets away with the mistake.
Yeah, Beavis would like to have the check swing back on that, but with the ball getting away from Kasobucky and, having to try and make a play on Arnold. Great work there from Arnold. 90 feet away from scoring a run, and now NIU's, held with no decision really. They got to bring the infield in, down 7-1.
All 4 infielders in toward the grass. 2-1, make that 3-1 now as the outside pitch called a ball.
It's a scary proposition when you've got a guy who hit a ball 109 miles an hour off the bat to bring all 4 infielders in.
corners or the first baseman in front of the first base bag as the 3-1 settles in on the outer edge of the plate. Count full once again as Cy Hockey has really had to work through his arsenal and bring a lot of these hitters to the maximum, and even then hasn't been able to get an out so far in the fourth. 3-2. Beavis jumps on it and hits it foul. After Beavis, it'll be Corbin Griffin, who's hit a couple of hard balls out to the outfield but stands 0 for 2 as it stands. Cy Hockey would love to get his first out here with another run just 90 feet away. Another 3-2 fires in. It's a curveball, sat on and driven deep to left center. Beavis, it's going back and it is gone. Second home run of the game for Blake Beavis. Sat on the hanging curveball on the 3-2 and did not miss. Arnold scores and Beavis trots around third to hit the plate for what is now the fourth run of the inning here in inning number 4 for the Cardinals.
What a swing from Blake Beavis. He put that ball way out of the park. His 2 home runs, Griffin, have just been mammoth shots. And he's now 5th in the league with home runs and 10 on the season. Coach Maloney said maybe he'll get 1 or 2 today in the pregame. Very prophetic words of encouragement. And 2 home runs later, Ball State has blown this game open.
And the day is done for Danny Cy Hockey. Started very, very well. Came in, got 2 outs, and got the Huskies out of the third, but has just been trampled here in the 4th inning. Northern Illinois makes another pitching change, and we will step aside. This is Ball State Baseball on the Gainbridge Audio Network.
Standards. High standards. That's what sets teams apart. It's also what sets us apart at Pridemark Construction. We're not alone in holding our standards high. Ball State University is among those who do. That's why we're proud to sponsor the Ball State Athlete of the Week. High standards in everyday performance is everything in sport, as well as business. Join us in our pursuit of excellence. Join Pridemark Construction for your next building project and in our support of Ball State University's Athlete of the Week.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Livestream Services Step-In Caregiver program supports caregivers the way fans support the Lady Cards. If you step in to provide help or assistance to a friend, family member, or loved one, you're a caregiver. Livestream Services can help with support, transitions, education, and planning as you step into caregiving. Livestream Step-In Caregiver programs are a comprehensive way to educate and support family caregivers, care partners, and people with care needs. Visit our website at livestreaminc.org for more information and resources, as well as upcoming events in your area.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
Back here in Muncie, Indiana, and a pinch hitter faces a new pitcher as changes on both ends bring us back into the bottom of the 4th. Clay Jacobs hits for the Cardinals, and Mason Rue out there, the senior right-hander. Started off Jacobs with the first pitch strike, and now the count even at 1. Jacobs comes into the game with the bases empty after a Blake Beavis 2-run home run. And he swings and hits a ball out to shallow left field. It's hooking toward the corner over Gregorio, and he makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Mason Rue making his 13th appearance, a 4th-year Northern Illinois Husky. He got roughed up in his last appearance for earned runs in
Third
2
baseman, Ben
2/3, but
Giovanetti.
had only 1 earned run in his last 4 appearances prior to that. First pitch swinging, slashing line drive out toward Gregorio. Again, he's been tested here in the last minute or so, and he makes another catch to retire Ben Giovanetti.
It's a good swing there from Giovanetti to get a piece of it, but nice job there from Gregorio to finish off the play.
So Ty Davis will hit in the 8th spot. Walked his first time after coming in for Braden Hebner. Cardinals made the switch with the left-handed arm moving to the right-hand side of the mound after Vice Villa, the lefty, had gotten pulled for now 2 right-handed pitchers. 0-1 after a first pitch strike to Ty Davis. The lefty readies himself and swings through the 0-1. A slider on the inner half of the plate makes it 0-2 as the pace really quickening for Mason Rue, who wants to get this ending up and over with.
Yeah, 4 runs already on the board for the Cardinals. Definitely want to get to the 5th as soon as possible.
0-2. Down low, hit the dirt, 1-2 the count.
You mentioned Rue, 12 appearances, 2 starts, and he's only given up an earned run in 4 of those 12 appearances. And 4 of those earned runs, like you mentioned, against Ohio last time out.
Just missed on the 1-2 outside. He's one of those guys that he's the we need an out pitcher. A lot of his appearances, a third of an inning, 2/3 of an inning, as the pitch grounded foul by Ty Davis toward the Northern Illinois bullpen. He didn't give up a run, Mick, until appearance number 6.
Yeah, and the ERA is 5.84, and if you last game is why the ERA jumped up a little bit because of those 4 earned runs, but they're impressed with Rue this year.
2-2. Ripped left field, hooking toward the left fielder Gregorio, who stumbles but makes the catch. And the left fielder retires all 3 batters of this 4th inning. So Rue comes in, gets the job done in quick succession. We head to the 5th with the Cardinals up by 8. You're listening to Ball State Baseball on the Gamebridge Audio Network.
So just how big is the Mammoth Pizza at Mancino's? How about a big 24-inch round pizza loaded with all of your favorite toppings? Made to order just for you when you call 287-1300. The perfect size for the big game, the next game, or any event that demands not only the best, but the biggest pizza you can order. And Mancino's is ready anytime. Call, wait 10 to 15 minutes, then head to Mancino's for pickup. Man, is it good. When a large pizza isn't enough, you need at least 1 Mammoth from Mancino's.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Behind every strong hip and knee. Behind every strong shoulder.
Good catch.
Behind every strong team is our highly skilled team of experts in orthopedics. IU Health is the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of Ball State Athletics, and we're here to keep you moving. From acute injuries to chronic pain and conditions, go where the athletes go. Walk-in appointments for new injuries are available Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. And you can always schedule a same-day or next-day appointment and wait from the comfort of your home. Visit iuhealth.org/MuncieOrtho to learn more.
Cardinals with their biggest offensive inning yet to today as they lead 9-1 over the Northern Illinois Huskies, who've been held scoreless in the last 2 frames and now try to get some work done on Connor Hutchinson, who's out there for inning number 2. Just 17 pitches in the first inning of work for Hutchinson, who walked a man but only ended up having to face 3 batters. Faces the top of the order for Charlie Parcell. First pitch, outside, fastball. Parcell ripped an RBI triple his last time up. The only run scored for the Huskies today. Third baseman in for a potential bunt, but the 1-0 instead a fastball on the inner half of the left-handed batter's box. And it's 2-0. Apart from the third baseman, Giovanetti, the infield well back. 2-0. Clip the zone, 2-1 with the low off speed. Hutchinson working a little bit slower than we saw Mason Rue 1/2 inning ago, but still going right at the hitter. 2-1. Inside corner fastball, called a strike, 2-2.
Really good last two pitches, hitting the zone, battling back from the 2-0 count, finding a way to work down in the zone, but clip the inside corner.
Count even at 2. Ball meets glove at the belt, and now Hutchinson comes home, and the pitch fouled away beyond the batting cages in left field. So after falling behind 2-0, Hutchinson trying to work into a groove, delivers 3 consecutive strikes, as you could call them, even though the count still stands at 2-2. 2-2 to Parcell, and it's outside, well outside, and the count full.
And the scoreboard rating 94 miles per hour from Hutchinson, so he has a lot of life to that fastball. See if NIU can catch up to it, but Hutchinson just misses on that fastball.
The first few fastballs this at-bat came in 91-92. The 3-2 misses low and in. Quality at-bat and a walk drawn by Parcell to open up the account here in the 5th. He'll make way for Logan Gregorio. 0 for 2 for the 2-hole hitter. But he was much active on the defensive end this last half inning. Infield set to roll a couple. Giovanetti now a ways further back at his third base position. First pitch, chopper right side, bounces up over the reach of Nick Kosofsky and into right field. Dropped by Corbin Griffin and now fired in, or rather Clay Jacobs now out there for the Cardinals, excuse me. Back-to-back base runners for the Huskies here in the 5th after the single from Gregorio.
Just never know sometimes how the ball's going to hop off the turf here at Shebeck Stadium, and that ball just hit it and jumped up to make it an impossible play for Kosofsky down the first base side. So good piece of hitting there from Gregorio to get on base for the first time today.
So the top of the order finding some production here in the third, the 5th, the third time around the order. First pitch to Gauthier is a slider on the outside corner for a called strike. Northern Illinois had threatened in the first inning. They loaded the bases and left them stranded. They've got 2 on and nobody out here. 0-1, Hutchinson glances at second and comes home. The ball's popped up foul behind home plate.
And NIU needs Gauthier to have some success here at the plate, Griffin. He has not driven in a run. He had 2 doubles yesterday, but was 0 for 4 in the first game of the series. This is a prime opportunity if he can find one in the gap to jumpstart this offense.
The outfield way back, Blake Beavis just a few steps in front of the warning track. 0-2, and it's up and in. After Gauthier, it'll be Couchman and Baldwin, both of whom walked their first time. 1-2. The pitch comes home, and it slides way out of the reach of the hitter who went around. Gauthier strikes out, and there's one away. That pitch had a ton of movement.
Yeah, I really like that pitch. Good sequence there from Hutchinson, really mixing things up for
second baseman Will
Gauthier to not ever find a rhythm and find some pitch that he can hit. So great work by Hutchinson, giving up a leadoff walk, and then a single to fight back and get a power-hitting bat out.
1 down here in the top half of the 5th inning. Cardinals by 8, but Northern Illinois trying to put together something here in the 5th. Squaring the bunt is Couchman. He pulls back and the ball misses low. One ball and no strikes. Infield prepares. Hutchinson comes home with a pitch cranked out to right field. Sending Jacobs back. Jacobs looks up and it goes out of the ballpark. A 3-run home run for Will Couchman. The ball sneaks just up over that right field fence. And Northern Illinois, after a couple innings of a lack of payoff, finds the production that it's been looking for.
That's why Couchman's hitting in the cleanup spot, Griff, because he does have the power potential. His 4th home run of the year OPS now over 800, so you're looking at a guy who's really found his stride in the last month or so of the season. Why not put a lefty bat in the heart of the order at the 4 spot, and Couchman just turned and burned that thing.
Up and out in a hurry. 9-4 the score, Cardinals by 5. And after the home run, Gavin Baldwin comes up trying to follow things up in the 5 spot. One away, and the first pitch is popped up left field. Doesn't quite have the distance on it. Beavis ranges over and makes the forehand side catch. 2 away here in the 5th after the second consecutive flyout by Gavin Baldwin to left field.
Shortstop, Ben Lloyd.
It'll be Ben Lloyd, the shortstop, hitting in the left side, or the left-handed batter's box, rather. 0 for 2 today. Northern Illinois will be content with this 5th inning, but it would love to add more. First pitch fastball down the gut for a called strike. For the Cardinals in the bottom half, it'll be 9-1-2. And they'll look for a response. 0-1, the righty comes home. Two-seam fastball, or rather changeup, slides away from the hitter, and it's swung on and missed. 0-2. Lloyd in a hole here in the top of the 5th. 0-2 pitch, way outside. Lloyd came into today hitting .256 on the season. Slugging percentage only at the .355 mark. 1-2, slider swung on and missed. And he sits down Lloyd to end the 5th frame. Northern Illinois have some life. 3 runs off a 3-run shot from Will Couchman. And the second baseman puts the Huskies back in it. 9-4 Cardinals. You're listening to Ball State Baseball on the Gainbridge Audio Network.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Behind every strong hip and knee. Behind every strong shoulder.
Good catch.
Behind every strong team is our highly skilled team of experts in orthopedics. IU Health is the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of Ball State Athletics, and we're here to keep you moving. From acute injuries to chronic pain and conditions, go where the athletes go. Walk-in appointments for new injuries are available Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. And you can always schedule a same-day or next-day appointment and wait from the comfort of your home. Visit iuhealth.org/MuncieOrtho to learn more.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
Kroger always gives you savings and rewards on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Kroger app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. So you can always save big every day with our savings and rewards. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Time for the bottom of the 5th as we pass the halfway mark in this one. 9-4 Cardinals lead. And they send the 9-1-2 bats to the plate. Gavin Bayless watches a first pitch fastball called a strike on the outer part of the inner part of the plate, rather. A new pitcher on the mound for the Huskies, John Lyman, the left-hander, comes in, delivers a first pitch strike and readies the 0-1. And it's line foul, hit hard into the parking lot, 0-2. And I'll pray for my Kia as Bayless steps back into the box.
Yeah, me too. The ball, that thing was on a line drive, and it was in territory of where I parked, so.
I parked in the row behind Northern Illinois' bus, so assuming it's there, I should be fine. 0-2, hit hard right side. This time it stays fair, and Bayless has a base hit.
Good piece of hitting by Bayless. 0-2 count, flails it the other way, goes with the pitch. That's a really good hitter doing smart things at the plate to start off an inning.
Bayless has now reached base in each of his 3 at-bats. He'll only get credit in the on-base percentage department on this one, as he had reached on the fielder's choice in both of his first 2 times to the plate. So a leadoff single brings up Alex Richter. Left-on-left matchup. First pitch comes in. It slides away from him out of the strike zone for a ball. Richter had a single in his second at-bat, but he's 1 for 3 after he grounded out last time. Move over to first, and back standing up is Bayless.
So looking at John Lyman, he's a 4.09 ERA, 12 appearances, 11 innings, 16 strikeouts to 13 walks this year for the lefty.
The last time Bayless was on first and Richter was at the plate, chaos ensued. We'll see what happens here, but the 1-0 inside for 2-0. If you're just joining us recently, it was a hard ground ball off the second baseman's glove. Bayless came all the way around to score from first base. 2-0, squaring to bunt as Richter. He pulls back, and the ball misses high.
I love it. Heads up base running from Bayless, and now that he's on first base, he already has a stolen bag in this one as well with that incredible play of running first to home.
3-0, and it's just off the outside edge. Called a 4-pitch walk for Richter, who reaches. There's 2 aboard with nobody away here in the 5th for Dylan Grego.
So Richter is an on-base machine, right? He's hit by pitch 22 times. That's his 26th walk of the year. A combined 48 times he's either walked or been hit by a pitch. Efficiency at the top of the order. On-base percentage, .450.
First pitch to Dylan Grego is popped up sky-high, shallow left. Ranging in on it is Gregorio, who settles under it and makes the catch with a step back to his left side. Dylan Grego fails to reach base for the first time today after a 2-for-2 start with the walk, and he'll make way for Nick Kosofsky, who's having a pretty good day himself.
First baseman Nick Kosofsky.
Triple shy of the cycle.
A lot of room in those gaps.
And Kosofsky has found those gaps throughout his time at Ball State.
Left on right matchup, the advantage for the hitter. Runners on the move, a double steal pitch way outside, and it gives the catcher Kosofsky no chance to make the play. So the double steal moves the runners up to second and third. It was Bayless leading the charge, but Richter who nabs the bag going from first to second as well. Infield now in with 1 away and first base empty. 1-0. Line drive over the head of the third baseman, Conan, and down the line. Fair ball will score 2. Around first to second goes Kosofsky. Mick, you're giving him the wave, but Rich Maloney is not, and he'll stop at second for his second double of the game.
Oh, if that ball just sat in the corner or rolled a little bit slower, Kosofsky would have been turning the corner to head to third for the first Ball State cycle in program history, but just so close. I was saying go, and, at this point, you don't want to do that in a game that you still need to be able to put away here. But if that would have rolled just a tad slower, Griff, we're looking at history.
And potentially maybe an opposite field shot like that would have had a better chance, but the short throw for the left fielder, Gregorio, perhaps the wise decision, as you mentioned. Runner on second, 1 away after the 2-run double, and the first pitch well low to Garrett Arnold, the catcher. Arnold started 0 for 2, but ripped a double of his own the last time he was at the plate.
Who are we kidding? 4 for 4 with 5 runs batted in for Kosofsky. I'll take that any day of the week. And he might have another at-bat, too.
1-0. Left pitch misses inside, and the count 2 balls and no strikes to the catcher.
So Bayless, 2 stolen bags. Going back to that, he now leads the league with 16 on the season.
So quick. Infield shifted to the left side. 2-0 is ripped to the left side, but so far left it missed Coach Maloney at the third base coaching box. It's 2-1. The wind has calmed a little bit here in Muncie, but still waving out toward left center. 2-1. Popped up, foul, and over the screen for strike 2.
Ball State's case, they've scored every inning, 4 in the fourth, 3 in the first, and 2 here in the fifth, that have put lopsided numbers on the board against this Huskies pitching staff. NIU just wants one clean inning to try and get some momentum.
High fly ball, right field, sending back Gauthier. He settles under it, makes the catch. Moving up second to third is Sosofsky, who slides in just ahead of the throw. Keeping his hand on the bag, trying to avoid that overslide, as we saw factor in earlier.
Yeah, Ball State players know how to play on this turf with how to slide either head or foot first, and Sosofsky does a nice job there to hang on for dear life.
Left fielder Blake Beavis.
So John Lyman gets out number 2 of his outing. Hadn't given up an earned run in 4 appearances, or rather 5 appearances, dating back to the end of March. But the double has plagued him today, the Cardinals' 13th hit. Ground ball for Beavis, a chopper, a tough play for Cone coming in. Throw off 1 foot, in time by half a step. What a play from the corner infielders, hooking up for the 3rd out of the inning, but the Cardinals grab another 2 here in the 5th. 11-4, Cardinals lead. You're listening to Ball State Baseball on the Gainbridge Audio Network.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Livestream Services Step-In Caregiver program supports caregivers the way fans support the Lady Cards. If you step in to provide help or assistance to a friend, family member, or loved one, you're a caregiver. Livestream Services can help with support, transitions, education, and planning as you step into caregiving. Livestream Step-In Caregiver programs are a comprehensive way to educate and support family caregivers, care partners, and people with care needs. Visit our website at livestreaminc.org for more information and resources, as well as upcoming events in your area.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
Standards. High standards. That's what sets teams apart. It's also what sets us apart at Pridemark Construction. We're not alone in holding our standards high. Ball State University is among those who do. That's why we're proud to sponsor the Ball State Athlete of the Week. High standards in everyday performance is everything in sport, as well as business. Join us in our pursuit of excellence. Join Pridemark Construction for your next building project and in our support of Ball State University's Athlete of the Week.
Back here for the 6th here in Muncie, Indiana. Cardinals 11, Huskies 4. The Cardinals looking, as results stand, to grab their 2nd sweep in a row here in Mid-American Conference play, but still a ways to go before they can check that off, as the first pitch misses low in the dirt out of the hand of Connor Hutchinson. 1-0 count to Gregorio, the catcher Kasabaki. The count now 2-0 as that pitch missed as well. The catcher still yet to register an at-bat, 0-for-0 with a hit by pitch and a walk. But he's reached base both times. 2-0. Ripped left side, chopped foul just beyond the third base bag and beyond the reach of Ben Giovanetti. Hutchinson has settled in pretty nicely here, now his 3rd inning of work. He brings home the 2-1, and it sits down in the zone for strike 2.
Yeah, one mistake to Will Couchman on the 3-run homer.
But beyond that, outside of that shot, just one other hit. He struck out 2. The 2-2 misses high, the count at its maximum. Walked a couple. Both Ball State pitchers have walked more than they'd like. Now in danger of total walk number 6 for the Cardinals pitching staff today. 3-2 pitch comes in. On the outside corner for a called strike. Bring him up strike 3, and down looking goes Kasabaki. First down here in the 6th. That's a good spot on a big pitch for Hutchinson.
Yes, we've seen Hutchinson stick around the zone when he needs to and then throw pitches like that. It's the 3-run home run stings, but he's shown he's got good stuff today.
Rip that fastball on the outside corner. Now throws the first pitch off speed away from the designated hitter, Andrew Smart. It's ball 1. Base is empty for Smart, batting in the 8th spot. He lined into a double play in his last at-bat, grounds a ball foul for strike 1. That was the very odd line drive caught by Richter, wild throw, runner advances. However you want to sum that up and score it, but it's a double play, and Smart stands 0 for 2 in the box. 1-1, blazes high, 2-1. Left that off speed up over the zone, coming in at just 80 miles an hour. Middle infielders a step or 2 back into the outfield. They prepare for the 2-1, and it's up and in. On deck for the Huskies is Cooper Cone, who grounded out last time. He awaits as the 3-1 comes into the hitter Smart, and it's on the inside corner for a called strike. Second batter of the inning, second batter that we've seen a full count for Hutchinson, who's had to work hard early on in the 6th. 3-2 with 1 away. Fastball swung on and missed for another strikeout. They've been long at-bats, but they've been successful at-bats for the pitcher Hutchinson, who retires both of the hitters via the strikeout here in the 6th.
That's why Ball State's coaching staff really likes what Hutchinson presents on the hill, Griff, because he has this type of strikeout stuff that we're seeing today, 4 punch-outs in 2 2/3.
So Hutchinson back on the rubber with 2 away here in the 6th. 7, 8, 9, we're due up. We've reached that 9 hole, and the first pitch misses low and outside to Cooper Cone. Cone in his 29th game played today for the Huskies. The 1-0 misses inside. Hasn't done much to help that 218 average of his coming in. But he has a hitter's count here as Hutchinson falls behind once more. 2-0 from the right-hander. Right down the middle for a called strike. Coming up on 3 o'clock local time here on Masters Sunday, but we're happy that you're joining us here for some Mid-American Conference baseball. 2-1, wild into the backstop as Garrett Arnold behind the dish, unable to get a glove on it.
Do you watch much of the Masters?
I haven't watched a whole lot. We've had our softball broadcast for SportsLink over the last couple of days, but I know that it's kind of a 2-horse race to the end, isn't it, right now? As that ball is lasered into the left center field gap, heading back toward the wall and off the wall in left center field. Picked up on a couple of bounces by Bayless. Strolling into second with an extra base hit is Cooper Cone, and the 6th inning continues. For Cooper Cone, that's his 3rd double of the year. And the Huskies have a base runner here with 2 away as Rich Maloney strides to the mound.
Yeah, it looks like Rory McIlroy and Bryson DeChambeau are tied at 10 under.
He's tied. A double bogey in the first hole. He had a really, really good day yesterday. Did you see Bryson's birdie at the end on 18?
I missed it.
It was, I don't know the distance, but, I mean, it rolled for 6-7 seconds, dropped in the cup, and the crowd went wild. The crowd here in Muncie's had quite a bit to cheer about today as well. But I guess I'll have to flip on the end. Once I get home, it seems like it might be a good finish.
Yeah, I think we'll be in for a good finish for sure.
So the day is done for Connor Hutchinson. He gives the Cardinals 2 2/3. And the Cards will bring a new man to the mound when we return. You're listening to Ball State Baseball here on the Gainbridge Audio Network.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
Ball State fans, who needs batteries? Your locally owned Battery Masters have batteries for cars, boats, golf carts, cell phones, watches, key fobs, pay-per-go toys for kids, and more. Bring your rechargeable batteries back to life for drills, shavers, dustbusters, and more. All Ball State fans receive a free battery checkup. Just mention Charlie Cardinal. Battery Masters is conveniently located on the corner of Walnut and Centennial, next to Mini Trista. Check us out online at batterymasters.com. Go Cards!
Whether you're getting ready for the big game or getting ready for the workday, you always want to start with confidence. Cintas has the essential products and services to help businesses provide a clean, safe environment for their employees and customers. With routine restocking of essential cleaning, hygiene, and safety supplies, on-site cleaning, professional uniform laundering, and testing and inspection of fire equipment and systems. Give everyone the confidence they need to start their day. Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
Don't let your spring travel start with a spring breakdown. Get fixed quick at Greg Hubler's Quick Lane. We service all makes and models. And when you buy 3 tires, you get 1 free. Plus free tire rotations for the life of the tires you purchase. Visit Greg Hubler's Quick Lane today. Your one-stop shop for all vehicles. At the corner of Nebo and McGalliard in Muncie.
For the Cardinals here, a new man on the mound, the third pitcher of the day for Ball State. It's Drew Young, wearing the number 20. Drew, the senior for the Cardinals, right-hander, taking a step around the rubber before he'll face his first batter. But for Young, he's been one of those middle relievers entrusted to grab a couple big innings for the Cards here and there. And the right-hander prepares with the runner on second. First pitch down the heart of the plate for a called strike to Charlie Parcell, the top of the order once again up for NIU. It was 7-8-9. Hutchinson struck out the first 2 batters of the 6th and then gave up a double to Cooper Cone, and that was the end of his day. Ground ball foul on the 0-1, turns to 0-2. And based on the applause, I'm going to go ahead and assume that eagle-eyed player in the NIU dugout was able to snag that foul ball out of the air.
Yeah, some good defense over there in the dugout.
Some pretty good defense on the field as well. No errors yet from either team here in this ball game. Young, the right-hander, prepares the 0-2, and it's tipped off the glove of Arnold, just enough of that ball for Parcell to extend the at-bat on the foul ball. We've seen a couple of those where the catcher got his glove on it, but just not enough to squeeze it for the third strike. Infield shifted over to the right with Alex Richter playing in shallow right field. The left-handed bat at the plate. 0-2 from Young. A line drive foul off the screen to our left side. Drew Young's last appearance was in Bloomington on the 8th. Midweek matchup for the Cardinals this week. He threw 2 2/3, gave up 4 runs on 4 hits. That ERA jumped up over 10 now as the 0-2 slider tried to go backdoor and just missed outside.
It's a good pitch on an 0-2 from Young. Like the location there. See if Parcell will chase, but Parcells very disciplined there. That's why he's the leadoff hitter.
1 ball and 2 strikes. A man aboard on second base in Cone. And Young comes home. Tapped up the middle, ranging over Grego, the shortstop. A hop and a throw. The ball hopped once itself, and Hosofsky scoops it out of the dirt for the 3rd out of the inning. Huskies strand a man on. The Cardinals bring in a reliever, and Drew Young gets the job done. They'll hit in the bottom of the 6th when we return. This is Ball State Baseball on the Gainbridge Audio Network.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Behind every strong hip and knee. Behind every strong shoulder.
Good catch.
Behind every strong team is our highly skilled team of experts in orthopedics. IU Health is the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of Ball State Athletics, and we're here to keep you moving. From acute injuries to chronic pain and conditions, go where the athletes go. Walk-in appointments for new injuries are available Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. And you can always schedule a same-day or next-day appointment and wait from the comfort of your home. Visit iuhealth.org/MuncieOrtho to learn more.
Kroger always gives you savings and rewards on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Kroger app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. So you can always save big every day with our savings and rewards. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Livestream Services Step-In Caregiver program supports caregivers the way fans support the Lady Cards. If you step in to provide help or assistance to a friend, family member, or loved one, you're a caregiver. Livestream Services can help with support, transitions, education, and planning as you step into caregiving. Livestream Step-In Caregiver programs are a comprehensive way to educate and support family caregivers, care partners, and people with care needs. Visit our website at livestreaminc.org for more information and resources, as well as upcoming events in your area.
Cardinals to the bats here in the bottom of the 6th inning. They lead 11-4, a 7-run lead for the Cardinals, who bring up Clay Jacobs to lead off the 6th. A new face on the mound once more for the Huskies, Gavin Miklinoff, the junior right-hander. Stands at the ready and prepares the windup. First pitch swung through and missed by Jacobs, who flew out to left in his first appearance coming off the bench, relieving Corbin Griffin. Miklinoff towing that rubber on the far side, throws the fastball and it's poked foul. 0-2. An Illinois kid out of McHenry. Went to McHenry High School, went to McHenry County College before coming over to Northern Illinois. (0-2) misses low and perhaps just a little bit outside as well.
His 10th appearance on the season, 11.08 ERA, 0-1 record.
Swinging strikeout here on the 1-2. Clay Jacobs goes down swinging to open up the account for Miklinoff. Mentioned that he went to high school and he went to college in his hometown. Well, DeKalb rather, excuse me, really isn't that far away. It's north of Chicago for those like myself who had not heard of it until about 2 minutes ago, as the slider misses inside to Ben Giovannetti. The third baseman, 1 for 3 today. Just about an hour drive to get over to DeKalb. As the 1-0 misses outside, went back to the slider, but missed the other edge of the plate.
Miklinoff with 4 strikeouts, 13 walks in the season. So if he can hang around the zone, he has really good stuff, as Jacobs just saw.
Yeah, 2-0 misses low to bring it to 3-0. 3 innings pitched his last appearance. The 3-0 just off the inside part of the plate. A 4-pitch walk for Giovanetti. The Cards with one aboard with one away. And Giovanetti trots down to first, and Ty Davis, the left-hander, will take to the bats here in the 6th.
That Ball State's been able to build this 11-4 lead here in the 6th with runs at every single inning. They've applied pressure and made NIU's pitching staff really work here in the series finale.
First pitch to Davis, missed outside. Similar spot to the 3-0 to Giovanetti just one pitch ago. The walks have been a struggle for Miklinoff. He's walked a man in every single appearance but one as Davis cranks the ball to deep left. Or center, rather. Parcell going way back. Runs out of room. It is gone. Dropping just inside the batter's eye in center field. Ty Davis leaves the yard, and the Cards extend the lead to 9. Davis got a hold of that one, which the wind helped take away from the Dancing Charlie logo in straightaway center, but falls behind the wall, and the Cardinals once again score in every inning.
7th homer for Davis. We know the power that he presents, and to put him in the lineup, he'll do good things. Just a great swing there to get on top of that ball.
So after the 2-run jack, it'll be Gavin Bayless with the bases clear, and he swings and fouls off the first pitch. Gavin Miklinoff had not given up a home run this season until 2 appearances ago at Eastern Illinois. That's now his 2nd that he's conceded as Bayless hammers the ball to right field, right at J.P. Gauthier, and he clears, or rather continues the bases to be cleared with the 2nd out of the inning as Bayless flies out. 4 times around the order in 6 innings for the Cards.
Yeah, they've been hot offensively, Griff. 13 runs, which is a series high for them. 14 base hits. And up and down the order, everybody who has played the whole game for Ball State has scored a run today.
First pitch, ground ball off the bat of Richter. He goes to first base, and the tap is made by Gavin Baldwin, who retires the side. Another 2 on the board for the Cardinals in the 6th, 13-4, and we'll head to the 7th. This is Ball State Baseball, the Gainbridge Audio Network.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right. Oh, I like it. So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip? Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
Ball State fans, who needs batteries? Your locally owned Battery Masters have batteries for cars, boats, golf carts, cell phones, watches, key fobs, pay-per-go toys for kids, and more. Bring your rechargeable batteries back to life for drills, shavers, dustbusters, and more. All Ball State fans receive a free battery checkup. Just mention Charlie Cardinal. Battery Masters is conveniently located on the corner of Walnut and Centennial, next to Mini Trista. Check us out online at batterymasters.com. Go Cards!
For the 7th here in Muncie, Indiana, 13-4. Ball State holds its advantage over Northern Illinois, looking for the sweep of the series here against the Huskies. And it'll be Logan Gregorio to start things off in the 7th. 2-3-4 due up for the Huskies. And back out there for his 2nd inning of work is Drew Young. Right on left matchup to begin the accord here in the 7th, and it's a first pitch outside fastball swung on and missed. Maybe a slight piece of it into the glove for Gregorio, who couldn't quite catch up to the high heater. 0-1 to Gregorio is followed by Gauthier and Couchman. 0-1 fastball, similar spot, but called a ball just off the outside edge of the plate. (13-4) the score, and a 1-1 count for the leadoff man, Gregorio, who had to sit on that changeup but couldn't quite hold the hands off enough. It's a swinging strike for strike 2.
And now you would love to see a long ball or some sort of extra base hit from Gregorio. Doesn't have a home run this series for the NIU offense that leads the league in home runs.
1-2 off the plate outside. NIU leading the league, but Ball State has led the day. 5 total home runs between the two teams today. Ball State has 4 of them. Of course, aided by the wind, but just in general, the ball has been flying today. 2-2. Popped up sky high. This one will not leave the yard. It's the shortstop, Grego, way out into shallow center. He makes the catch about 5 feet in front of Gavin Bayless, and the catch is made for the first out. Or the second out. Or no, the first out. I was right the first time. Should have trusted my gut.
But you mentioned the 4 home runs for Ball State. That puts them at 50 this year. Just now 4 home runs behind NIU for the league best. So these are the top 2 power hitting teams in the league, but Ball State's held NIU's power bats in check this whole series.
One out here in the 7th. The first pitch fastball in the zone to J.P. Gauthier. Gauthier reached base his first 2 times to the dish. He's 1 for 2 with a single, a walk, and now a strikeout his last time. The right-hander deals the 0-1. No, it's off the outside part of the plate. The zone's been tight today, Mick.
It's a good pitch, too, on an 0-1 from Young. 93-mile-an-hour fastball. It's a good spot.
Count even at 1 apiece after the 93-mile-an-hour heater. 1-1 with 1 out. It's a slider off the outside part of the plate. That's a major league take from J.P. Gauthier. The count 2-1 as the hitter goes ahead. After Gauthier, it'll be Couchman, the second baseman. Infield back with 1 away and the bases empty. 2-1, a high fly ball, right field corner. Tracking it is Jacobs. Jacobs hits the dirt and makes the diving catch. Kind of clouded out of our sight with the Northern Illinois bullpen down there. But Jacobs tracking it. The ball off the right-handed bat would have been flaring away from him, and Jacobs slow to get up, but he appears all right, and what a catch that is for the right fielder who didn't start the game today.
Yeah, that's why Clay Jacobs is always an asset. No matter what is going on at the plate with him, he is such a superb outfielder that you put him in any 3 of the outfield spots, he's going to go out and make plays, and just what a gem there from Jacobs.
2 away here in the 7th. We mentioned earlier a home run today for Northern Illinois. It belongs to this man, Will Couchman, who takes a first pitch ball downstairs. Shebeck Stadium, the home of this 3rd game of the weekend series. 1-0 pitch, swung through and missed. Count moves to 1-1. We're even here. Couchman digs back into the left-handed batter's box. Cardinals next game Tuesday at Butler down in Indianapolis. It's a 4 p.m. start for Ball State. 1-1. Swing and a miss. A changeup that time forces Couchman nearly to his knees. The count 1-2 with 2 down. Young trying to go 1, 2, and 3 to the 2, 3, 4 hitters in the NIU lineup. 1-2. Swung on and missed. A strikeout for Drew Young, retires the side in order.
1, 2,
Second time
3.
Couchman struck out
Cardinals
today.
up
The
9.
Now will hit in the 7th, needing
so
1
join us
to
right now
wrap
for the
things
7th
up.
inning stretch.
13-4, Ball State and NIU here on the Gainbridge Audio Network.
So just how big is the Mammoth Pizza at Mancino's? How about a big 24-inch round pizza loaded with all of your favorite toppings? Made to order just for you when you call 287-1300. The perfect size for the big game, the next game, or any event that demands not only the best, but the biggest pizza you can order. And Mancino's is ready anytime. Call Wait 10 to 15 minutes, then head to Mancino's for pickup. Man, is it good. When a large pizza isn't enough, you need at least one mammoth from Mancino's.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
Whether you're getting ready for the big game or getting ready for the workday, you always want to start with confidence. Cintas has the essential products and services to help businesses provide a clean, safe environment for their employees and customers. With routine restocking of essential cleaning, hygiene, and safety supplies, on-site cleaning, professional uniform laundering, and testing and inspection of fire equipment and systems. Give everyone the confidence they need to start their day. Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
Bottom half of inning number 7. The 7th inning stretch concludes here in Muncie. And the Cardinals get ready to bring the bats back to the plate. 13-4, Ball State leads. And another new face on the mound for Northern Illinois, freshman Alex Graber out of Fort Wayne Homestead kid. Sort of a homecoming game for him. 6th appearance on the season, and he'll face the Cardinals here in the 7th, needing to hold them scoreless. It would be the first time that the Cardinals would be held scoreless if this game's to move to 8.
So 5 1/3 innings pitched, 5 appearances, 6 strikeouts, 7 walks. Opponents only batting 150 against him. So it's been a lot of strikeouts and walks so far for Alex Graber in his young career, but a good command of his pitches and really exciting bullpen arm for NIU as a freshman to come in and keep that ERA under 4. Today's a big test because this Ball State offense, like you mentioned, has scored every single inning. And can he be the pitcher that slows them down and give the offense a couple more chances to go make a comeback?
Prior to his last appearance, he'd been on a streak of 3 scoreless outings in a row, including 2 2/3 of scoreless ball at Butler on March 30th. He'll face Dylan Grego and the Cardinals' 2-3-4 hitters. The 5th time around the order for Ball State, and Grego takes a first pitch strike. Oh, 1 on the outside edge, and the count quickly 0-2 as Graber gets ahead of Grego.
Say that 10 times fast.
I'll avoid it. 0-2. And that pitch would have been behind a right-handed batter. It's well out of the reach of the left-handed bat of Grego. Grego with a couple of singles today is 2 for 3, reaching base 3 times. And he pokes this one foul on the 1-2.
I know the 0-2 pitch didn't get close to the zone, but it just proves that Grego is so patient at the plate and is such a tough out because 1-2 pitch, leave one that's not really in the zone there on the 1-2, and Grego fights it off to wait for a better pitch that might miss around the zone.
1-2, Grego, another foul ball, getting just a little piece of that slider.
That's what good hitters do. You foul off pitches that could be strikes that aren't your favorites, line up maybe get a fastball here somewhere, but if I'm Graber, I'm keeping low and away, still a 1-2.
From the full windup, here's Graber with the 1-2. It's poked left side, hooking toward the corner. Chasing and running out of room is the left fielder Gregorio, and Grego will live to see another pitch.
Gregorio, Graber, Grego.
the Bermuda Triangle out here. And that ball found it, will not return.
Indeed it will not.
1-2. Grego strikes out swinging. 1 away after he went after that curveball in the dirt. Dylan Grego had not struck out this series yet. Came in to the series having struck out 7 times in the last 5 games. And struck out on what looks to potentially be his last at-bat of the day. Here's Nick Kosofsky chasing a record, 0-1 after the first pitch fastball.
Looking for that cycle. 4 for 4 days so far.
Came in with hits in 4 of his last 5. 0-1 misses outside to even the count. He hadn't had an extra base hit since the Eastern Michigan series last weekend, but he's had one heck of a day today. Grounds a ball, fair, third base glove from Cone across the diamond, low throw scooped by Baldwin at first base, and there's 2 away.
Good job by Baldwin to go find that one in the turf, and an excellent play by Cone to make a play on it, because it's a hard play to make off the turf with Kosofsky racing down the first baseline looking for hit number 5.
Pinch hitting for the Cardinals, number 8, Max Kalk.
So one catcher makes way for the other. We'll see a pinch hitter here for Garrett Arnold. It'll be Max Kalk, wearing the number 8 for Ball State. And I'd assume, shall we play 8, he would catch the remainder of this ball game. He's hit by the first pitch, and he'll walk down to first base.
The third time he's been hit by a pitch, and first time since March 19th against Butler. So, walk into the batter's box, pinch hit. All right, go ahead and take your base.
So the sophomore reaches, and it'll be Blake Beavis, who hit his second home run of the day 2 at-bats ago. He had one in his first at-bat, his third at-bat. Now what will he do in at-bat plate appearance number 5? Well, that first pitch isn't going to have anything happen on the hitting side. It's behind him, and moving first to second goes Max Kalk. That's the second pitch we've seen like that from Graber that just was nowhere near the zone, just released it just so early.
That's his 8th wild pitch of the year in 6 innings pitched. He throws a powerful ball, so he's trying to, get that exactly where he wants to, but
runner stands on second, and the 1-0 is in there on the inside edge for a strike.
He has that violent release that sometimes you have that happen to you where it gets away, but there's a lot of good that's with Graber, so they'll take those pitches every once in a while.
1-1. Trying to hook it back into the zone, missed the outer edge, and it's 2-1. Kalk stands opposite the pitcher's mound from Beavis at home. 2-1, and this time it plunks him. Wasn't quite as inside as the first pitch, but back-to-back hit-by pitches spell disaster for Northern Illinois. Beavis reaches base for the 4th time, and we'll see Clay Jacobs take the bats with 2 on and 2 out.
So that's now 6 hit batters and 8 wild pitches for Graber on the year. The ERA is still 3.38. Batters have not been able to hit against him. But with the 6 hit batters, combined with the 7 walks, that's where the trouble has been for Graber with allowing runs this year, because he's not letting guys hit against him.
Jacobs watches the first pitch inside, 1-0, as he has the opportunity here to drive in what would be enough for a 10-run lead here in the 7th, with Kalk on second. 1-0 inside. Hitters count for Jacobs.
And there's no activity in the NIU bullpen, so presumably he's going to finish out the 7th inning. Got those 2 quick outs and now back-to-back hit batters.
2-0 to Jacobs. Swings through that one. A hard fastball inside, and it's 2-1. Jacobs had 2 home runs, back-to-back games with the home run in Cincinnati against the Xavier Musketeers. Has not homered since, and swings through the 2-1, trying to rip it into the Schumann Stadium parking lot, and it's 2-2. Not as much activity over there today as yesterday with the spring game.
Yeah.
Or spring event.
Spring showcase, yeah.
2-2. Outside, and the count full.
It's a beautiful day for the spring showcase. Fans get to come out and see the football team, and opportunity to watch everybody live in the spring.
Giovanetti in the on-deck circle, 3-2, runners on the move, and Clay Jacobs swings through it and strikes out. Cardinals leave 2 aboard.
Couple runners left on.
They're held off the scoreboard for the first time today, and we play on. Mick Tidrow will have the rest of it when we return. This is Ball State Baseball on the Gainbridge Radio Network.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Standards. High standards. That's what sets teams apart. It's also what sets us apart at Pridemark Construction. We're not alone in holding our standards high. Ball State University is among those who do. That's why we're proud to sponsor the Ball State Athlete of the Week. High standards in everyday performance is everything in sport, as well as business. Join us in our pursuit of excellence. Join Pridemark Construction for your next building project and in our support of Ball State University's Athlete of the Week.
So just how big is the Mammoth Pizza at Mancino's? How about a big 24-inch round pizza loaded with all of your favorite toppings? Made to order just for you when you call 287-1300. The perfect size for the big game, the next game, or any event that demands not only the best, but the biggest pizza you can order. And Mancino's is ready anytime. Call, wait 10 to 15 minutes, then head to Mancino's for pickup. Man, is it good. When a large pizza isn't enough, you need at least one Mammoth from Mancino's.
Welcome back to Shebeck Stadium. Ball State leads 13-4 over Northern Illinois as we roll to the top of the 8th inning. Griffin Leonard, Mick Tidrow on hand from Muncie, Indiana. Drew Young back on the hill for the Cardinals. Had a very successful 7th inning against the NIU offense. Tossed an inning in the 3rd so far. No hits, no runs, no errors behind him. 1 strikeout and no walks for the right-handed reliever. 5, 6, and 7. Gavin Baldwin leads things off on a righty-on-righty matchup as Young rocks back, fires home. Baldwin yanks the first pitch he sees. Left field line, and this hits the top of the fence. And Baldwin stuck at first base as Beavis throws one in and beats the idea of Baldwin trying to race to second. But that ball was smoked. Hit the top of the fence, the yellow portion. Rolled down, and Beavis had an easy throw to second to keep Baldwin at first.
Yeah, Baldwin almost hit it too hard, Mick. And what you'd think would be an easy double turns into a very, very long single, but a good piece of bat on ball for Baldwin.
Young keeps Baldwin in check. A dive back safely, though, for Baldwin. It's Ben Lloyd, who's 0 for 3 lineouts in his first 2 plate appearances and a strikeout in the 5th inning. Lefty against the righty, Young. Young delivers in a chopper to first base. Hosofsky tags the bag himself and no throw to second base. That ball was just hit too softly for Hosofsky to try and turn 2. So Baldwin goes to scoring position here in the top of the 8th inning as Ball State leads 13-4.
It's been interesting. We've seen a lot of full counts today, Mick. Drew Young has been very, very efficient. Hasn't necessarily, I mean, obviously you have shots like the one we just saw to left field. So he's gotten touched up a little bit, but he's getting through batters quickly. 21 pitches, and he's thrown an inning and 2/3. It's been impressive for him.
Jalen House going into pinch run at second base for Gavin Baldwin. So House entered as a pinch runner earlier this series as well. So the speedster takes second base with 1 down at the top of the 8th inning as Caden Kasubuki bats. 0 for 1, hit by pitch, walk and a strikeout so far. Righty on righty matchup as Young deals home the first pitch. High and tight, 1 ball, no strikes. Checking some scores around the league as Young comes set first base side of the rubber from the stretch. Looks at House and deals home the 1-0 pitch. Changeup misses down and outside. Toledo leads Eastern Michigan 6-2. Eastern Michigan had snapped a 5-game losing streak with the win yesterday, and they're down by 4 runs. Young sets, 2 balls, no strikes. Kasubuki awaits, and Young flings home the fastball that misses down and away. 3 balls, no strikes now. The big series that we had been keeping an eye on that impacts the top of the standings is the Miami and Kent State series. Miami won the first game. Kent State battled back and won yesterday. As the 3-0 pitch here from Young to Kasabucky hits the zone, 3-1. And now in the bottom of the 7th in Game 3, Miami leads it 9-3. So if that score holds, and Ball State's score holds here against NIU, Kent State and Miami would each have 4 losses, and Ball State would only have 2 losses at the top of the league as the number 1, 2, and 3 teams. 3-1 pitch, curveball planted on the inside corner, knee high for a strike from Young. 3-2 with 1 down at the top of the 8th. Ball State leads 13-4 with House running at second. That's best case scenario for Ball State to see Miami take 2 of 3, because then you can have a win by either team, but then both leave with 4 conference losses. Payoff pitch from Young. Kasabucky pops one up right field side. Clay Jacobs has already made 1 incredible play today. Gives way this time to the first baseman Hasofsky, who catches it over the shoulder for the second out in the top of the 8th.
You mentioned the standings, Mick. It's one of those nice things that's about being at the top, just kind of watching the teams under you battle it out. You know, either a team's going way down or they're going to split it. And you're right, best case scenario, the Cardinals get a little bit of breathing room, especially if they can hold on today. They would have that sweep. You're obviously going into your next couple of series with a ton of confidence. And with the Butler game next for the Cardinals, a time maybe again to experiment a little bit, have a little less pressure on you after the winning streak starts to build.
Andrew Smart takes the first pitch breaking ball for a strike at the knees. And even better for Ball State, Western Michigan leads Bowling Green 9-2 in the top of the 9th. So Bowling Green in the 4th spot in the league at 12-5 would be staring at its 6th loss of the year. Righty on righty matchup, 0-1. Breaks low and in, 1-1. And of course, Ball State still plays Kent State, Miami, and Bowling Green for the remainder of the year. Kent State and Miami are home series. Bowling Green's on the road.
A lot of movement that can still happen.
1-1 becomes 2-1 on the missed fastball down and away from Young. The good news in Ball State's case is that you could build this lead, and then when you have to play some of those teams, just win the series from there on out, and you're in good shape. Easier said than done, of course. MAC is a very good baseball league this year. 2-1 from Young. Down and away, 3 balls and a strike. Top of the 8th, Cardinals lead the Huskies 13-4 with a 2-out on the board. House stands at second after the single by House and an advancement. Young sets at the belt, deals the 3-1 pitch, claims the inside corner for a strike, 3-2.
And that's a good 3-1 pitch because, I mean, it's not like 3-0 where you're just trying to find that strike zone. You've got to paint your corner. He hits the good spot on the inside edge.
0 for 3 day for Smart, trying to change that and drive in a runner at second base. Payoff pitch, check swing. He goes, according to Donald Smith, the home plate umpire. And that's strikeout number 2 for Young. And Drew Young out of the bullpen has quieted the Husky bats. 2 1/3 innings pitched for him. Only a 1 base runner allowed. And the Cardinals go to bat in the home 8th, up 13-4 on the Cardinals Gamebridge Audio Network.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Behind every strong hip and knee. Behind every strong shoulder.
Good catch.
Behind every strong team is our highly skilled team of experts in orthopedics. IU Health is the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of Ball State Athletics, and we're here to keep you moving. From acute injuries to chronic pain and conditions, go where the athletes go. Walk-in appointments for new injuries are available Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. And you can always schedule a same-day or next-day appointment and wait from the comfort of your home. Visit iuhealth.org/MuncieOrtho to learn more.
Livestream Services Step-In Caregiver program supports caregivers the way fans support the Lady Cards. If you step in to provide help or assistance to a friend, family member, or loved one, you're a caregiver. Livestream Services can help with support, transitions, education, and planning as you step into caregiving. Livestream Step-In Caregiver programs are a comprehensive way to educate and support family caregivers, care partners, and people with care needs. Visit our website at livestreaminc.org for more information and resources, as well as upcoming events in your area.
Third baseman Ben.
Ball State 13, NIU 4 as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning from Muncie, Indiana. Ben Giovanetti leads off for the Cardinals against Alex Graber. The righty-on-righty matchup sees Graber throw a first pitch fastball down and inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Ty Davis on deck. Gavin Bayless in the hole against Graber. Graber rocks back, nails home the 1-0 pitch to Giovanetti, and it's a fastball that hits the inside edge, knee-high for a strike, and it's 1-1. Giovanetti today has a single and a walk, has also scored a run. 1-1 pitch from Graber, floats down and away, 2-1.
Mick, Graber's the first pitcher for the Huskies that's gotten to pitch more than 1 inning since the starter Vice Villa, and he earned it. First pitcher not to allow the Cardinals to score in an inning.
2-1, down and out, 3 balls and a strike. He hit 2 batters, but then struck out Jacobs to end the frame and keep it at a 13-4 game here to the bottom of the 8th. Graber delivers the 3-1 pitch. Giovanetti slaps it right back up the middle, and it's a leadoff single for Ben Giovanetti. 3rd time he's reached base safely today. It's now Ty Davis who hit a home run his last plate appearance in the 6th inning. Congratulations to Kyle Nicholas for being called up again for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Ball State baseball alum. Started the season at AAA Indianapolis and moved up to the Pittsburgh Pirates a couple of days ago. John Colligan walking over to first base to run for Ben Giovanetti.
21, John Colligan.
And a nice round of applause for Ben after what's been a really, really good day. It's interesting, when he does have production on the bat, it comes in groups. He's had 4 games here in his Ball State career with hits. Now 3 of them multi-hit.
Ty Davis takes a first pitch ball up and outside from Graber, 1-0. And if he starts hitting like that, he's going to see a lot more playing time in this Ball State lineup.
Absolutely.
And with Richter being able to move around in the infield, you can put Giovanetti at the hot corner and have really solid defense still. 1 ball, no strikes to Davis. This one runs low and inside. 2 balls, no strikes.
And the way that Beavis has played in the outfield today, why stick him at first? Move over Hosofsky, and you've got a really, really good infield.
Hosofsky played a lot of third last year. Moved over to second for a lot this season, playing first. Beavis plays left, right. First base as the 2-0 to Davis misses down and out. 3 balls, no strikes. Nobody out. Runner at first is Colligan running for Giovanetti in a Ball State 13-4 lead in the home 8th inning. Slightly open lefty stance for Davis, who's taking all the way on the 3-0, and he draws a 4-pitch walk on the low and inside toss. Alex Call's also been on a tear this year for Ball State baseball. 9 games, 10 for 26 at the plate, 385 average, and 6 runs driven in.
I remember a couple of weeks ago he was playing my Blue Jays, and he got a pinch hit at bat. I'm looking at his numbers, and I'm like, why hasn't he gotten to play a little bit more with the way the Nationals started the season? And both him and Washington have heated up pretty well here in the last couple of weeks. He's hitting the ball really well.
He is. Started another run today against Miami. First pitch to Gavin Bayless misses down, and it's 1 ball, no strikes.
I wonder if Jack McMullen was feeling a little conflicted calling that one.
Check that. Brett Griffiths pinch hitting for Bayless. And Griffiths ahead, 2 balls, no strikes. Bottom 8, 13-4. Ball State leads, 2 runners on base and a 2-0 count for Griffiths, who pounds one toward left field. And Alex Maloney is waving home the runner Colligan, who dives in head first, and he scores, and that is it for Ball State. The Cardinals win it today, 14-4 in the bottom of the 8th in a 10-run rule victory, and sweep the NIU Huskies. A fantastic weekend for the Cardinals, both offensively and the pitching staff. And this one ends with a 14-4 victory on the quote-unquote walk-off hit from Brett Griffiths to score. John Culligan, who pinched run for Ben Giovanetti.
Yeah, top to bottom, really impressive performance from the Cardinals, both on the pitching side, but especially here on the offensive side. They laced the ball all day, even when they were getting some of their outs, the ball was flying off the bat. It was really just a dominating performance. A tough weekend and especially a tough day for Northern Illinois on the pitching side, but a lot of players got some reps, a lot of arms got some pitches in. It's a good thing in the long run. But for Ball State, showing why they lead the Mid-American Conference and back-to-back sweeps now for the Cardinals in MAC play.
Drew Young closed the door for Ball State out of the bullpen. 2 1/3 innings, just 1 hit allowed, no runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Hutchinson, 2 2/3, 3 earned runs allowed, 4 strikeouts. Chambers started today with 3 innings and gave up just the 1 earned run and had 2 strikeouts and 3 walks. On the offensive side, Griff, I think it's easy to pick the player of the game. Nick Osofsky, 4 for 5. A triple shy of the cycle, had 5 runs driven in with 2 runs. Osofsky was dominant all day at the dish.
Yeah, it was the encapsulation of this lineup as a whole. Osofsky doing it all, hitting the ball really, really hard, and finding gaps in and around the diamond. And the same can be said for numerous players on this roster. Dylan Grego finding his way, Blake Beavis with a couple of towering home run balls, and Ben Giovanetti with a multi-hit game as well for the Cardinals. Really, really good stuff from the team. And we talked about it at the top of the show, Mick. They're playing like a collective group. That was once again on full display this afternoon.
Cardinals win it 14-4, sweep the NIU Huskies, and the Cardinals still standing by themselves at the top of the Mid-American Conference standings at 13-2. Moved to 26-11 overall. They're 13-2 here at Shebeck Stadium and head down the road to Butler and Indianapolis to play the Bulldogs on Tuesday. That'll do it for our coverage of Ball State baseball here this afternoon and this weekend. For Griffin Leonard, I'm Mick Tidrow saying so long from Shebeck Stadium, where the Cardinals win at 14-4 in 8 innings on the Cardinals Gamebridge Audio Network.